Mm-hmm. Turn that on. All right, that's on. Let's turn this one on. Okay, so that should be on. We should be streaming. What's up, guys? This is Barry. Hopefully, this stream has started. I'm on a 3-minute delay, so I'm going to be a little bit confused for the next couple of minutes, but this should be going live. And it's me, right? So I'm gonna stream today's showdown Saturday Clash. Every week there's a showdown tournament, Saturday Clash. Everyone comes and plays, and we play for prize pool of mix of show points, and there's normally some prizes. I think this one is sponsored by Enjoyers. I think there's some whitelists, maybe some NFTs for prizes. But I'm gonna stream this. I should have tweaked the settings, so this should be a little bit smoother than last time. We've got a chat box thing up here, so I think you can chat with me on Twitch, and then also you can probably drop me a comment on Twitter, all that kind of stuff. So it should all work. It's only my second stream, so just bear with me a little bit. But once this goes live, I'll share a tweet that we're going live. But we're going to start the tournament. The tournament starts in like 3 minutes. We've got a little bit of time, so I'm just going to talk you through what I'm going to be doing. We are playing a best of 3 tournament, and I think we had about 15 or so people checked in. The deck I'm going to play for this one. So last time I played a Bureaucrat Gambler deck, which did not do well. The deck I'm going to play for this one is Bureaucrat Cheater, and I'll just show you this. It plays similar to Bureaucrat Gambler, and you can see the kind of cards. Like, it's got those really strong Bureaucrat cards that will steal some of your opponent's cards, steal chips, and then with Cheater you get the added bonus of some really useful flop cards and some good, like probably some of the strongest river cards. You got things like Cheat, Root Exchange, super strong. Chromatic Shift, pretty useful. Ace in Sleeve comes in handy a lot. And then you got these really good flop cards, so it puts you in a really good position. Okay, the stream should be live now, so let me just go back here, and then I will just do a tweet. Okay, streaming today's Saturday Clash on. So just bear with me 1 sec. Streaming today's showdown Saturday Clash. Come watch me lose. Entirely expected. Last time I streamed, I got humiliated, absolutely humiliated. Lost 2-0 to someone about 60 ranks below me, and that was really quite shameful. Let me just drop the Twitch link there. Okay, so we should be good to go. I think streaming should be working. Let me just check that's working on Twitch. Yeah? Okay. Okay, good, cool. And yeah, so it's going to start in a couple of minutes. Yeah, let me just talk you through this deck. So we've got Bureaucrat Cheater, all the useful Bureaucrat cards that make really frustrating for any opponent. Like, people really hate playing against this deck. I hate playing against it because you're stealing cards and stealing chips and all kinds of frustrating stuff. And then paired with something like Cheater or Gambler, this deck does really well. Let me just test out the chat. Hi. I think that should work. Yeah, okay. So the chat works. Amazing. Not that I expect many people to be there, but like if you want to chat with me, we can see how this works on a 3-minute delay. I don't know how it's going to go, but yeah. So Bureaucrat Cheater is strong. I like playing it. I mix it up between this and Bureaucrat Gambler. a lot of people have started playing Bureaucrat Protector. It's probably one of the most used Bureaucrat decks at the moment. You can see it here on the win rate checker. The most popular decks, Bureaucrat Protector has actually become the second most played deck. Cheetah Gambler still dominates, but doesn't have the best win rate, interestingly, although it's hard to kind of judge with, only, a relatively small sample. But you can see Bureaucrat Cheetah becoming more popular. Bureaucrat Gambler, not as popular. But the win rates are where it gets interesting. Rebel Cheetah is still pretty high, but less played. Bureaucrat Protector is super strong, and I've not really played that yet, but Bureaucrat Gambler, 50%. Anything above 50% is good. My current win rate for this season is 62%, which I'm pretty happy with, to be honest. And that is mostly playing Bureaucrat Gambler. But I'm going to mix it up a bit today and play Bureaucrat Cheetah, mostly. I might switch between that and Bureaucrat Gambler, maybe switch up between Cheetah Gambler as well, but we shall see. So I need to go and find first opponent. Should be good to go for this one without any interruptions from kids, like they're sort of busy playing PlayStation, watching TV, doing Christmas stuff, but they are around, so if they happen to barge in or something like that, just bear with me. But yeah, let's go Bureaucrat Cheetah. Let's save that. Yeah, that. Okay. And then we need to find our first opponent. I think that is just coming. So the bracket is up. First opponent. I did check in, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, so I actually don't have an opponent. I'm in the second round, so sometimes that happens when there's only so many players. We get to some people get a bye, so I've got a bye to the second round. So I'm going to play the winner of. It looks like a couple of players. I can't see actually what their in-game names are, but I can just talk to you while we're waiting. I can talk a little bit more. We can have a chat. I can talk to you some more about the decks that I'm using and how I built them. And if you do want to play this game, Showdown, I'll put the details. Just go to my Twitter. You should be able to see, my Twitter, my Twitch there. I'll put all the details about Showdown in there. For future streams, I think I should probably put the link here so that it's visible, so that people can see it, and then you can at least go and play the game if you're not familiar with it. But it's a super fun game. I really recommend anyone try to play this game. Either because you like poker or because you like trading card games, TCGs, things like Magic, even Pokemon TCG. There's a lot of similarities. And then also the crypto aspect of this is there. Like this isn't a crypto game. It's not an on-chain game. Like there are elements of it on-chain. We've got match results and things like that are stored on-chain, and we can play for USDM, which is Mega ETH stablecoin, in cash games, which is coming up soon. But really, this is just it's a game. It's not a crypto game. It's not a Web3 game. It's a game in its own right. And so it's super good to pick up. But like if you are into crypto and you're into Mega ETH, then this is a good way to get exposure. And I wrote an article about this actually, which you can see it's my pinned tweet at the moment, about how this is a really good way to get exposure to Mega ETH, and really to the whole rewards campaign that's coming up, because this is a Mega Mafia app, and using Mega Mafia apps for once mainnet comes is going to be really, really good for earning rewards in the campaign. And then also there's going to be an airdrop. Like Showdown will have its own airdrop, so we earn show points. You can see here, show points lifetime. This is what it's currently like. Like I'm only ranked 18. I'm actually pretty badly ranked for my show points. But you earn show points by anything, like from ladder finishes to tournament wins, to there's a daily pool for games won, and then other things like social content, making clips of the game, or providing a deck of the week, that kind of stuff. That you can earn show points, and this will translate into the airdrop. Like there will be a showdown token at some point, and this is how you get access to it. There will be an airdrop. Players, who are active, and it's not hard to be active. You just have to pick the game up. It's super easy to pick up. That's the other thing with this game. It's easy to pick up, but it's hard to master. It's deceptively simple. But we can talk a little bit about my decks. It's going to be a little bit until, because they're playing a best of 3, so it's going to be a little bit before they get to me. So I'll just talk you through the 2 bureaucrat decks. So last time I used bureaucrat gambler, and I like this deck because you get the bureaucrat cards, which are the staple of these two decks, and they're super powerful, but also they're difficult to play. And the strategy that you want to play with bureaucrat is really you just want to steal everything from your opponent and frustrate them and kind of wear them down. The most powerful cards really are things like this, like higher authority. I can show you here. Where is it? This one. I can't actually hover over that and expand it, but like this one, you can see it better there. So this one, steal 6 chips for each of your opponent's pocket face cards. So if they're using cards, like there's some decks that have cards where it gives them face cards like promote or blackjack, and if you can steal 6 chips for each of those, that's 12 chips stolen. And if you can do that twice, which sometimes happens, then you can steal a really good portion of their chips, which is super frustrating, and that can actually win you games. Like I've won, it's probably the card that wins me the most games. Higher authority, just stealing chips from people. I don't want to keep those in there. And then you've got things like Rich Get Richer, which you can see here. So each player draws an action card, and that's useful for, this wastes your opponent's card. So you can, if your opponent has 5 cards and you play this, and so long as you don't put yourself in a position where you're going to lose cards, but if your opponent has higher cards, then they will draw 2 cards, and then that means that they will waste 2 cards. And then if you can do that a couple of times in the game, that means they've wasted up to 4 cards. And you also get information from this, so you know that your opponent has cards 8 or above, which helps sometimes. Like when you need to know how strong your opponent is or what cards they might possibly have, this is like really useful information. So that's sort of really good stuff with bureaucrat. And then you got red tape, which freezes the action. So if you're the first to act on the river, this is super powerful because you can just lock things down. Like if you have a good hand on the flop, then you go to the river, you just play red tape. It just locks the game down, and it's essentially it's like the protector card lockdown, but you just shut everything down, and a lot of the time you'll win. And then you got cards like deck collector here, stealing random cards. So this is where you improve the cards that you have. You improve your action cards by stealing. A lot of the time you'll be stealing things like gambler cards and cheater cards. It just makes you super strong. I don't tend to use these as much. I don't find them as useful. Overprotect and expose weakness, but I know some people like those. But the other one, the most important card really is this pot control. So it means in a hand, your opponent can't get over 99 chips, and this is the card that you need to keep. You can't lose this card if you get it. You need to do everything you can not to discard it by mistake, because this basically gives you a do-over, like another turn at, like if you were going to lose, your opponent gets stuck on 99, and then a lot of the time you can win from there. Like sometimes if you're that far behind, it won't help. Like you'll still be losing, but a lot of the time this comes in clutch, and it's a hugely powerful card, and I love it. And then when we pair with the gambler cards, we do all these really strong river cards. So they rely on luck a little bit, but like if you sort of get to positions where if there's number cards out there, using game plan, good. If you need to just kind of reset everything, if you miss your draws, whatever, hit miss deal. Over under, if you're on the flop and you're sort of close with your cards, over under can do well. And then also the thing with these cards is that they reduce the size of the pot significantly, which is what you really want. You want to be playing smaller pots, wasting your opponent's cards, frustrating them, stealing their cards, stealing their chips. And a lot of the time then you'll get to the point where you get to the end game and they've run out of cards and they will start fatiguing, which means you will draw every time they can't draw a card, you get 2 chips. And I will win, I guess maybe 30-40% of my games through fatigue. The thing with Gambler is you don't have as many good other cards. Like the flop cards are okay. Roulette is strong. It discards one of their action cards. But other than that, these cards aren't great. Wild Ducks is okay, but only comes in useful sometimes. Card Payment is a good one, but you don't have that many other cards, and that's why I like to play the Gambler one, the Cheetah one sometimes. Because with Cheetah, you got all these cool cards. Look at all this. You see the flop cards, super strong. Bottom dealing is great. You can take a look at those. Bottom dealing is great. Let me see that a bit easier. You look at the bottom 3 cards, you can swap them out. Seeing red, also good. And then, you have other cards like Sleight of Hand, it's good too. Cupid doesn't come in that much use, like it's kind of an okay card. Sometimes it's useful for drawing ace cards or getting you an extra point if you're at like 98, 99, something like that, but that's just how it is. But yeah, you really want to be playing it with these river cards. Like these river cards are great with Cheetah because you've got Root Exchange. Let me just unhighlight that. So you swap your lower card, your opponent's lower pocket card, comes in clutch a lot. And then Cheat, one of the most powerful cards in the game. You swap one of your cards for a card on the river. Ace in Sleeve is okay. I use it sometimes. Gives you an ace, which, if there's an ace on the board or there's hearts on the board, that really helps. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck. Like we can see how it does against other decks. The kids are in the background. Hopefully you can't hear them too much. But we can see we look at the win rate checker. Right, that's my kids. Let me just mute one sec while they don't kill each other. Right, back. Kids are just screaming, but that's fine. We'll deal with that. But we can see, Bureaucrat Gambler, it's a good matchup against most decks. Against Cheetah Gambler, it does well. We don't have probably enough data. I mean, this is just this month, but we can go back a little bit further. But it does well against most decks. The only one it struggles with is things like Protector Gambler, although not enough data there, so that's not really it. But Bureaucrat Protector is the one that I really struggle with whenever I play against that. It's tough, and a lot of people use that. Bureaucrat Cheetah, similar, about 50-50 Bureaucrat data, but there's not enough data here to really do it. I need to probably look back at some more historical data, but you get the idea, right? That it's a strong deck. It does well against the meta deck, which is still Cheetah Gambler, and really there's not a whole lot else. The Rebel decks, Rebel Inventor, some people still play that. It's not super strong. And then we got things like other Inventor decks, Gambler Inventor. There was a bit of a phase of people playing that. Rebel Cheetah people still play, but not as much because that was kind of the previous meta. Not as strong. I'm gonna check if I've actually got a bracket yet. No. So we're sorry that probably shouldn't have started this quite so early. Because I didn't realize I was gonna get a buy, and we've got some time to fill. And you can listen to my kids screaming in the background. But it's just the nature of Christmas and having kids. I'm just gonna shout at them in a sec. One sec. I think they're fighting. Just give me a sec. I'll be back in 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, back. They're just playing PlayStation in the room next door. But that is the realities of dad life. Okay, so we're not getting any results yet. Still waiting for these guys to play. So this has been 15-minute stream of actually no gameplay at all, and just me talking. But that's fine. We'll live and learn. I think next time I'll just I won't start the stream until I'm actually due to play. This is actually not too much to talk about here, but wow, someone chatted. Wow, amazing. Good luck, Barry. Yeah, good luck to me. So, yeah, I got the Christmas face, which you can see over here, Christmas Barry. Yeah, like I do recommend, like, you know, when you see the gameplay, you kind of start to see like how fun this game is. Like, if you like poker, this game will appeal to you because you still get that kind of poker feeling, you know, that Texas Hold'em feeling of playing with, you know, whole cards and understanding hands and understanding, you know, hand values, pre-flop values. Ranges come into it a little bit, but I mean, when it's heads up and, you know, the games are short, so many action cards, you know, it's not so much about ranges, but things like, you know, percentages help, like understanding, you know, the percentages of, you know, of making a hand does help, but then, you know, everything gets thrown out the window with you know, things like action cards and stuff like that. But you still get that poker feeling, but it's like poker on steroids. It's like poker plus. So you get you're playing poker, but with the addition of action cards, you know, it puts a whole new strategy element to it. So if you've played poker or you play poker online, I mean, poker is kind of a solved game, and it's so hard to play poker online and be profitable. Like, it's, you know, you can still play it, and, you know, if you have the time to really understand the game, but, you know, playing online is tough now because, you know, everyone has access to, you know, things like solvers and GTO and stuff like that, and, you know, it's difficult. But, you know, this is something else, and this is something that, you know, has that kind of fun side with poker, with, you know, a whole lot more to it with action cards. So that if you've ever played TCGs, any kind of trading card game, you know, even like, you know, things like Pokemon trading card game or Magic the Gathering or anything like that, you know, these, you know, kind of action cards, or, you know, play like One Piece or Yu-Gi-Oh or anything, it's very similar, you know, because you build strategies, you build decks, and because it's, you know, it's fairly simple a game to pick up. You know, you've got your decks and your classes and things like that, and it's easy enough to pick up. Like, a beginner can come on, you can pick this game up in like an hour or so. Like, really all you need to learn is, you know, about which hands win in poker, and then the rest is just action cards. So, you know, and it's all there for you. There's basic decks, so you can come and you can play, and you can build a deck and just kind of get started. And the game is super easy to pick up because you have you have things like this tutorial, which just runs you through the basics of the game, and that really helps. And then you can play against the AI, but I just recommend just kind of playing, signing up. Like, you can sign up by just going to, it's just showdown.game, alpha.showdown.game, and you can sign up and get an account, get started, and then you can, you know, start playing and earning show points. And, you know, it's super easy. Tutorial helps, playing against AI helps, but then just jumping into online games, like, there's always players playing. Like, there must be, I mean, I would guess there's probably about 1,000 or so people registered ish, and then of those, there's, you know, a few hundred that are fairly active, and, you know, sort of maybe about 100 or so that are very active. And of those very active players, you know, they're putting in, hundreds of hours. Like I've put in maybe 280 hours, I think, of this game so far. I think I'm sort of top 2 for time in the game, which you would think would equate to being better at it. But that's the thing with this game, is anyone can come and anyone can win. Like, it's like heads up poker. You either have the cards or you don't, and you can get lucky, but over time, that luck will sort of you kind of make your own luck. And yeah, that's really all there is to it. Like, it's a simple game because it's poker, so you have the best hand or you don't, and you make your own luck with action cards and things like that. But anyone can come and anyone can play, and that's why even a new player will come and beat me. Me with 280 hours of play in the game. Anyone can come and pick it up and beat me, and it's that kind of game. It's easy to access, but then over time is when you see the difference. Like, players that play and are profitable and have a win rate of more than 50%, then over time they're going to be profitable, and that comes into play when you're going to have things like money games. Like we can see here, at the moment this is just a sort of proof of concept, like a test. So we've got this isn't real money, but this will be real money. You'll be able to bet 10 or more, it will get increased dollars, and you'll be able to play for money. And like, if you're betting sort of $10 every game or more, and you're winning more than 50% of the time, then you're going to be profitable. You're going to make money, and that's when you become a winning player. And it's really all you need to do. Just win more than half your games. Keep your the stakes you play the same, consistent, so you're not sort of fluctuating up and down between sort of higher stakes, lower stakes. Play tournaments, things like that, and if you're winning games, then you're going to make money, and it's also fun. Like, so you can play this game, make money, fun, win tournaments, win prizes, and that's the great thing about the scope of this game. Like, it can go anyway. You could see this as kind of an esport kind of game where there's proper tournaments, like we have with Pokemon or something like that, or Magic, where everyone cuts up, real tournaments. People come together, they play the game, world champions, things like that, sponsorship, whatever. Like, the sky is really the limit for this. But it's still very early, and that's why it's good to get in now, because it's so early in the game, and really there's only limited sort of player pool, so you can really get ahead of other people by just kind of picking it up quickly. I still don't have an opponent. Sorry about this, guys. I really didn't think it would be this long. So we're just kind of waiting for somebody to win or lose. Actually, only one game was finished. So yeah, this was a lesson learned, that not starting the stream until we actually have a match. So I have to apologize for that. But you did get to hear my kids shouting at each other, and yeah, welcome to my world. I think for this game we can start to look at some of the decks that people are playing, and we can start to see some of the results come in. And then I might see how I adjust my strategy based on which decks people are playing. Like, I'm only going to use one of 3 decks, I think, at the moment. Like, I really only use Bureaucrat Gambler, Bureaucrat Cheetah, and then sometimes I will still revert back to Cheetah Gambler, because that's still one of the strongest decks. Like, it may be the strongest deck, but without enough data at the moment in terms of games played, like, the percentages are gonna fluctuate a little bit. So I think once we have more data, more games played with some of these other decks, then we can start to see which is really the stronger deck. But then who knows, like, maybe there'll be a rebalancing and then everything gets kind of thrown out the window. But other decks that people are using, like we can see here, the bureaucrat decks have become super popular, and then you got the classics, the rebel combos, which is some of the decks that I recommend for newer players to start with. Like newer players, I recommend to start with Cheetah Gambler because it's probably the easiest and most fun to play. You don't need to think as much. Rebel Gambler, Rebel Cheetah are both strong. Rebel Gambler, I'm actually surprised it's played this much because it's not as strong as Rebel Cheetah or other decks, and you can see the win rate below 50%. So I don't rate that. I used to play this. That used to be my main in the past, but I don't rate it anymore. Okay, all right. Just found out that the first round match that we're waiting on, there's a guy who's playing from his phone, and he was apparently putting the wrong mode. So we're just waiting on him. So this is kind of drag on for a little bit. I wish you could just kind of pause streams, but whatever. We're here now. We can figure this out. But like I can talk you through the tournament anyway, at least. So we are playing a best of 3. This, like, every Saturday is a Saturday clash. This one's a best of 3. It's a single elimination, so lose once and you're out, and there's prizes. So there's a prize pool here of 20,000 show points, and then there's also the enjoyers, which I think is I think the prize is, it's either whitelist or something like that. Could be whitelist or, yeah, looks like showdown points plus enjoys NFT for first prize. Second prize gets guaranteed whitelist, and yeah, we just kind of clock up, like, play these tournaments. When we win, we clock up whitelists, things like that for projects, Mega E projects. Okay, let me just check. I'm just chatting to one of the mods. Yeah, I'm gonna try and play. While we're waiting, I'm gonna try and play a ranked game because apparently the other game is taking a while, so they're not ready. So let's try this. I'm just gonna see if we can find a ranked game while we're on Bureaucrat Cheetah. Yeah, see if there's anyone gonna play. Okay, I'll do a ranked game. And then at least you got something to watch. You can play a game and see if we win this. If we can win something. Hopefully someone will join, but most people are going to be playing the tournament, so there's no guarantees I'll even be able to match with someone at the moment. But yeah, this is lesson learned. This is only my second stream, so you just got to bear with me with these things, but I'll figure it out as I go. But yeah, next time I do this, I will not I will not start the stream until it's time to actually play, because this has been 30 minutes of me talking about the game without actually getting to play. But it's nice to have you here. Thank you for joining. I have no idea actually who's watching, but if you are watching, then hello. There's 134 people viewing it, so that's cool. So at the moment, we're just kind of hanging out. I guess we can talk about Christmas. Everyone looking forward to Christmas? I'm gonna try, actually, one thing to know, I'm gonna try and stream as much as this game as I can over Christmas, because like I'm obviously off work at the moment, and so I've got a few weeks time where I can do some more of these streams. We're gonna do some different streams, streams like some different decks, some beginner stuff, some intros to the game. Okay, we got a match finally, and it's a Jetta, so he's one of the mods. I think he joined because he knew that I was streaming and was waiting for a game to start. So all right, okay, so we'll look at what we started with. Nothing we can do here. We just check. Let me know how the sound is. I turned the sound down on the game, because before it was really loud, super loud. But hopefully it doesn't deafen everything else. So we've got a stake of $10 here. So imagine like this is a real game. We're playing for $10. Could be higher. Right now, I think thing to do for me, because we got marked card and ace in sleeve, can help. I think we play this for, got the 3, play it for that. And then we can use Cupid. So we play marked card, put another heart up there. We can use Cupid to take 2 hearts. He's using salvaged goods. Got rid of 1 card. So that means he's going to have a couple, at least 2 cards there. So let's see what I get from this. Not that much useful. So really, that's annoying. So we're going to lose our, wow, okay, it's even more annoying. So we really have nothing going for us here. We're seeing red, see what's coming. Jack and a 4, get another card for the heart. And really we have nothing going for us here. Favoritism. See, that's annoying because it means if I know show, then he gets 5 chips. But he's also locked my river card. Can use rich, get richer here. Well, this is maybe one we just give up on. So sometimes you just give up. Like even if I'm gonna lose a card, he's only gonna have 21. I don't feel like I can really improve here much. And he has a 3 anyway, so he has trips there. This is where we can start to sort of claw our way back, depending on what he's using. So his deck, he's using Protector, no Rebel, is it Rebel Cheat? Rebel, no, yeah, Rebel Cheat, so we got the favoritism from that. And this is good, see, check this out. He uses that, we use Higher Authority. So he's got 2 queens, we use Higher Authority, we're going to steal chips. So we steal 12 chips. Okay. Alright, so I do actually have a match in the tournament. Alright, kids. Alright, okay, so he's conceded. Right, so we're going to go to the tournament. We're actually going to play for real because the tournament game just came in. Alright, so we're playing Arif W219. What the heck is that username? I'm not even sure who this is. Hello. Okay. Alright, M21, so let's play. So we're gonna play it for real. Now this is a tournament game. Private lobby, best of 3. M21. Let's go. We're gonna use Bureaucrat Cheetah. As this is Arif Wijaya. Okay, I think that's a new player, but I'm not going to take anything for granted. Best of 3. M21, let's go. Bureaucrat Cheetah, yeah, okay. So I'll talk you through how this goes. And hopefully we can do a little bit better. I'm just going to take a look at the bracket. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're in the last 16 now. Looks like there was about 20-ish players registered. 27 registered. And this is a last 16 match. So we potentially got 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. Hopefully more than 1. That would be good to at least get a victory. Yeah, I'm in the queue. Okay, so the game is starting. I'm going to see what deck he has. I could probably have checked what deck he won last with, but that's okay. We don't mind this too much. Alright. Okay, so first thing to notice, he's got 30 cards, which is annoying. It's better for me normally when they have fewer cards, but 30 cards we can live with that. So first thing I'll use is Deck Collector, where we can steal a card from him. And then we get his misdeal. It's great. So that means he's got a gambler deck. I would guess he's playing gambler cheater if he's a newer player. Or he can't be a newer player, he's ranked 19. I just maybe haven't played him so much. Which means maybe he's using bureaucrat gambler, which I will not enjoy. So let's see, to the flop. We don't have a good hand, but okay, we've got a pair of fives. We've got good river cards here. We use bottom dealing. Get another 5. But I mean that puts us ahead here. But like, he's got 3 action cards, which could be anything. If he's got gambler, then maybe he's going to have something like cyclone or can't have another misdeal. So, but he might also have cheater cards. Yep. Okay. So he's playing rebel. No, not rebel. Gambler. Another gambler. All right. So we're lucky there. We kept our 5. We still have 2 action cards. We can go to the river in pretty good shape here. He used roulette, so that got rid of one of my cards. I lost out of sight, which would have been nice to keep, but we can live. We can live with that. Okay. Let me just bring this back. Okay. So I'm just waiting on him now. I'm not sure what he's doing. I mean, he's only got 2 cards. It's pretty good. There's no flush out there. Straight, maybe. But, I mean, I can't improve my hand with my action cards, so I just check and hope he checks back with something like, I don't know, maybe over cards. I mean, because at this point he could have anything. He could even have another 5, but then, you know, hopefully I'm in good shape against that. It's taken a long time to decide this. Okay, so he had. Alright, so that's fair enough. Like he went to the river with, you know, the straight draw. But I think for me, like being open-ended like that is okay, but you know, yeah, you have to really nail it. And then that pot got pretty big. So it was, you know, 30 chips. All right, so okay. So that does mean he's playing bureaucrat. So this gets difficult now. So I have to think about what cards he has. Okay, I don't think we gain anything by sneaking out here. Rich get richer doesn't really help me that much here. He's not going to waste any cards. You have to just see. With this kind of hand, this is the kind of hand I will probably just go to the river with, expecting to lose, but then just use the misdeal. Like, even though my cards are locked, like I shuffle his cards, and then I reduce the pot by 6 points. So he's used that. So that makes it annoying for me, because then I can't use this, but he can. If he has a wealth tax, he can use it on me. I can't use that now. It's not a whole lot I can do here. So this is what I probably just want to go to the river with, and then use misdeal to make it smaller. So I don't want to be discarding cards, really, but maybe even get rid of this. Okay, this is really not much going on for me here. So I think we just use this to get rid of it, because I don't want to be discarding too many cards, because when you're discarding cards you can lose some of the cards that you need, like pot control and things like that. So I think we just go to the river here. I know it's 38 and it's annoying, but it's actually good to give him points, because then there's points that I can steal, and then we can still win the hand, but probably not, like looking at that, unless he's gonna do something. Like if he's got gambler, it would be good for me if he uses something like a cyclone. But I think we probably use misdeal and then sneak out here, and then it's given him 30 points, which is not great, but it means we keep root exchange, we keep rich get richer, kind of shut things down, and then we also just kind of set us up when he's got points and we can steal points, things like that, which is what you want to do. It takes a really long time to decide this guy. Normally the games are much quicker, but when people take their time like this, it can be quite frustrating. Like he might even get close to timing out here. Are we really gonna win? No. So I definitely can't win this hand like this, not with a queen high. So we just misdeal him, and then hopefully that just kills his hand. Because with a paired board, queen high, there's not much. He either hits something or he doesn't. Okay. So I got to assume I'm probably losing this hand. I think we just sneak out. Yeah, so he had 2 queens. Fine. Right, so that gives him 30. That's amazing. You got 2 queens with the misdeal. And now we can use something like this. If we use Rich Get Richer here. Okay, so he's lost 1 card. 2 would have been better. We got Cupid. He's really cutting it thin with this. Yeah, and then that's going to happen sometimes. So that's the annoying thing about playing mirror decks, like playing another bureaucrat deck. You just lose your own cards, and it's so annoying. Okay, so we don't have much going for me here. I think we use this, get extra cards. So we got Disarming Gaze here. This can be useful in basically stealing a card from them, but you have to swap one of your own cards. We got this here, Inspection. So if he has 4 cards, we go to the river, then I can steal 2 of his cards, but I need to not be losing cards. So I think we just play this, Higher Authority, and we get nothing for it. Well, at least we know he doesn't have face cards. And we can go to the river. In pretty good shape. He's used Steel. Now I just hope that he doesn't use any other cards here. Okay, so we're going to go to the river and we're going to steal 2 of his cards with this. Use Inspection, and then we can... It's one of the stronger cards in the bureaucrat deck. Now the downside here is that he might also have one of these. So we use that, and then we steal 2 cards. We got something to work with at least here. 10-7 is not terrible. I'm going to see what he does now. He does have wear down, so he can... Yeah, 7-8 he's giving me. So that doesn't kill me off the bat. Actually, that improves my hand. That gives me a straight. So, in this case, we have a really strong hand. Like, he could have a flush. He could have diamonds. There's not really a card that I can use here. Get rid of that. Okay. At least he's not going to use that. There's just, I use that there. Like, it's not great to give him a card that he can use, but just because I don't want to go, I don't want to lose too many of these cards. I don't want to lose Root Exchange, for example, but I also don't want to use it. I don't want to use this. Like, this will come in handy later. I'm just going to do that. And then we win. Okay. Now we see which card we lost. So we lost Deck Collector there. That's not terrible. Would have been nicer to keep it, but that's fine. But now at least we know one of his cards. I almost timed out myself there. I need to be careful. See, double, 2 a pair of deuces. That would have been nice to have wild ducks for. Sometimes you get wild ducks 2 pairs. So he's done that, so I can just do that back to him. And then we steal the same card from each other. Now we're kind of even in terms of action cards. So I know he's going to have similar cards to me. He can see my cards as well. So with this, I mean, in this situation I would sometimes fold, but with a pair and action cards, we go to the river. Now we're probably not beating anything here, but we can improve our hand at least. So he's used that. He's got a heart. think here, there's no flush. Possibly a straight. With number cards, so we could use Cyclone and try and hit a 2. Let's think. Alright, I'm just gonna use game plan. See what we get. We got 2 pair, so we're pretty strong here. But it depends what his action cards are, because he can have. That didn't help him. So he knows of. I mean, I don't know why he's used that, because he knows I've only got number cards. See, this would only steal. This would only steal face cards from me, but I don't have any face cards. So yep, we won that hand again. He had a6, so he really had nothing. So he's going to the river super light, you know, just 8th high, and hitting a pair that you need to be followed. You need to be really careful. I don't time out. Like, okay, check. 9 seconds. Do not want to lose by time out. Explaining cards. All right, fine. Check. So I'm just gonna go to the river here, no matter what, because I've got all these action cards, but nothing else. No flop cards. There's really nothing I can do. The pot is already big, so this. But I've got the card advantage, but that can all change. Like if he has something like inspection, he uses it. So we have 3 of a kind here. There's really nothing too bad that he can have here. I've got 6. I mean, let's see what he could use. I'm just going to use this maybe to get rid of this, because I'm going to be winning anyway, or should be winning. And then if I don't win, he loses his cards, because I've got 69, the pot is 46. The pot is huge because he's used Annie up. I hate using these cards that make the pot so big. Oh, red tape. Okay. Does he have a straight? He might have a straight. If he does, it's going to drive me nuts. Come on, show it. Check it. Showdown. Yeah, Barry wins. Okay. So what did he do that with? He did that with a 7. Which he must have thought, because I used stained money, that I thought he was ahead. So that's a win. 1-0. That's good. And we go into the next game now. So this is a best of 3. Let's just check. Hello. Check anyone. Alright. I mean, there's not too much in the chat, but people are here. We got about 191 watching. I don't know who these people are, but it's all good. Okay, so second round, we start with 6-8. There's nothing we can really do here. The thing here, so this will happen. Like, we got pot control early, but you don't want to lose this card. So now we have to really fight to keep it, because if we lose this card, it means things get pretty dicey for us later. There's really nothing. Oof. Okay, 2 pairs. We flop 2 pair, but there's clubs out there. But there's nothing we can do to manipulate the board. I think we have to just go to the river here. Probably use red tape. If no club comes, I'll use red tape. So the clubs is the only thing I'm really worried about here is clubs. If another club comes, then I might just save the red tape for later. But I need to get rid of one of these cards because I don't want to lose pot control. And okay, so we go to the river. Let's see what comes up. Just pray for no clubs. If a club comes, then I would be worried, or I am worried. Let's see. Come on, just check. He plays slow. Okay, so they all came clubs, and that doesn't help me at all. So I'm just playing the board at this point. Rich get richer isn't going to help me here, so we have to just give up here because it's the worst possible run out. Like, we could be splitting. If we're splitting, that would be great, but if he has any club, because we've got 2 here, so any club, and he's winning this pot, which is fine, but that happens. interesting. So, I mean, that tells me he's probably got a club. And he just wants to lower my club if I had one. I mean, it gave me a better, you know, if it was a paired board, I'd have a full house, but you know, we're still playing the board here, even though we've got the 3 6s, so there's really nothing we can do. So, I mean, there's no point in using that because he's used that, he's brought the pot down, so that means maybe he doesn't have a club. Maybe he thinks I do, or maybe he has a low club. But even if he has a low club, he's still winning. So it's split. So yeah, fine. That's fortunate, but that's good for me. So now he's only got 3 cards. Now we can start to do a bit of damage. We want to get rid of a card in case he's got wealth tax. So that's fine. I didn't necessarily expect to be able to steal anything there, but we do that. We're not in great shape here with our action cards, actually. We've got red tape, but it's not too useful when you're the second to act. So we can't really do anything with it. But we've got a pair. Root exchange doesn't help because we don't want to lose our 5. But with a pair, I think we just go to the river and just hope for the best. We got low pair here. And we could get crafty here and use this, and then that would tell us if he's got cards above, but I'm just gonna see what he does. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. I think we have to just use this. So he's got 2 cards, 8 or above, so he's almost certainly winning this, but if we can get him to waste a couple of cards now by getting showdown, and I mean there's a couple of things we can do here. Like either we showdown now, he gets the chips, fine, but he loses 2 cards, which is great. Or he does something like that where he's trying to improve his hand, also reducing the pot, and there's a chance for us to improve our hand. We haven't improved our hand, but we've got options now. So with the root exchange, I don't like that because it gives him a 5 and he can have a 9. I'm just gonna check. I don't think I can win this hand. I mean, we've got a pair of 6s, so we did improve there, but you know, if he has anything, yeah, he's got 2 pairs, so it wouldn't have, well, yeah, I would have exchanged his 8, so we'd have had king 5, yeah. So I would have won that if I'd used root exchange, but in that situation, I prefer to save root exchange for a time when I'm a little bit more certain about what I'm sort of getting out of it without improving his hand. And then he also has other action cards, so you know he could have used another card, but that's fine. We do that. So this kind of sucks now. I hope he would maybe steal one of my cards, because I can use Cupid here, but I get 2 cards. I don't want 2 cards. I can't use any of these cards, so really we just have to check. I don't love going to the river if he has 5 action cards, but I mean it's not terrible. We got pretty good hand, queen. Just gonna see what he does. But we get to the river. We can root exchange. We can chromatic shift because we need to get rid of some of these cards. Okay. So he's used struggle luck. So he's got one of these. Now the thing we want, we don't want to see hearts. Like if hearts come, he can have a flush with a pair, which you know that helps actually. But also he stole my pot control, so okay, it's a little bit annoying. Not too much I can do there. Okay. Okay, fine. Wealth tax How many behind are we? Not enough. Let's use that. Swap it for the 9. Oof. Okay. So he's got 9s. He's probably got 2 pair here. That. Yep. This is where things get annoying for me. If he's got a 9, I think he's got queen 9 or 2 9s here. This is where we can root exchange. If a 10 comes, then it's a little bit more complicated. Because he could have the set. Right. Okay. So there's no hearts going. So I think he's got 2 9s or queen 9. I mean, either way, he's not going to use any action cards, so I have to just use this here. Yeah, 9. Alright. So that means he's got 9 10. I'm going to see what he does now, depending. If he uses something, then we can use red tape. We take the hand down. But it depends what his action cards are. Okay. There's no... He can't have a straight. He can't have the jack. Showdown. So he must have 9 10, right? Yeah. I win. That's how it is. It's good when he doesn't know my hand that we can do something like that when he still thinks he's ahead. So that's why save root exchange for times when you can be more certain about using it to your advantage. Exposed weakness. So he uses this so he can see my jack. I don't like using exposed weakness because it's, you know, it's okay. It gives you the information, but then, you know, I don't love it because it doesn't give me. It's a +3, which is annoying. It makes the pots pretty big. I'm trying to keep them smaller, and then it doesn't always give you the advantage. Okay, so he's used that. So he's got an ace of jack or a 5. We use this. We're gonna hope he's got. Okay, it doesn't help. So he's either got ace jack or 2 aces now. Doesn't help me at all, really. His lower card was a 10, so he's got, right now we're definitely behind. Probably can't win this hand. We can see that. Yeah, so he's got 2 aces. There's no way I can win this hand unless clubs come, but then there's nothing I can do really to improve my hand. Can't use red tape really because he's got the turn advantage, so I think we just have to fold here because he's got 2 aces. Yeah. Alright, so we're behind now, but not in a terrible spot. Okay. If we can wealth tax back our pot control, that would be amazing. Okay. That was exactly what I wanted to do. Now with a pair of 7s here, we can get to... Oh my god. Okay. So we lost pot control because he used roulette. And he's going to be pretty thrilled about that. See, we don't have too much going for us here. Now we have something going for us. We've got a pair, top pair. We've got backdoor draws. He's only got 2 action cards. So I think we go to the river here and just red tape it, depending on what else we get. Don't love that. See, I can give myself a straight here, but he's going to know that I've got a straight. So I think we use this to steal one of his cards. All right. So we stole his cyclones. We're going to see what he uses. So we're going to try and use ace in sleeve to get the straight. It's going to give us the wheel. Like, if he's got a full house, fine. Nothing we can do there. And then giving him chromatic shift, that does put us a bit at risk that he can improve his hand, but it just means that he can't use cyclone now, so he can't get rid of these board cards. So if we use this, he knows now that I've got a straight. There's nothing I can do about that. He's going to showdown, and we win. Yeah, so he must have had no action card he could use. This game is close. We don't have pot control. He's still got his pot control, I think, which is not great for us, but it's just how it is. Nothing we can do here. Right, so that's all clubs. I don't necessarily like to use bottom dealing here because it's a +3, so it makes the pot pretty big, but we might not have a choice. Like if he uses a card here and he's only got two action cards, and we might think about going to the river, or we might just not. Okay, because our hand is not strong anyway, so I'm tempted to just use out of sight. Keep the pot pretty small. It doesn't help much. If that had been a higher club, I'd have thought about going to the river, or if I'd have picked up something like the Broadway draw, or maybe we pick up a queen or a jack, then I'd think about going to the river. But now we hope that he folds. He doesn't seem like a guy that likes to fold much. Like a lot of players will just not fold at all. Yeah. He had a pair of 8s, so yeah, he's not going to fold there. So it's 64-64, right? Picked up house cuts. It's not really useful for us here. This only works if he's got no action cards, but we don't have anything to get rid of his cards, so we are going to be first to act, so we don't need to worry about wealth tax. But we've got 8-4, which is hearts going for us, maybe, if we can use bottom dealing on those. Ugh. Okay, so deck collector. So we don't need to worry about wealth tax anymore, but we lost our cheat card. 8-4, it's not good for us. This is not good for us either. Alright, so we've got to just hope that he uses something here that can actually improve our hand. So we try and scare him, basically. So we put the 5s up, put the ace up, try and scare him into, well, not doing that. We try and scare him into using something like Wheel of Fortune or anything that can just make this better for us. Because right now this isn't good for us. Like, or if he had like a, you know, something like ace in hand card where he could put up a ace of hearts, give us a heart draw. There's really nothing going for us here. He's used his pot control, so we probably just fold this and let him waste that. And he's also going to waste a card because we can't improve here really. Yeah, we can use Cyclone, but it's not going to help us much. And he's definitely ahead. He's got diamond draw there, so and overcards. There's really nothing we can do there. So it looks like we're potentially losing this game, which is fine. It's going to happen, especially when you're going against other bureaucrat decks, like bureaucrat tutor versus bureaucrat gambler. It's not a good matchup. Now he's got the turn advantage, so you need to think about what we're going to do. How many wealth taxes? He's got 1 wealth tax there, so he might have another wealth tax. I think we just use this. We use wear down, so it's going to take down his -2 to one of his cards. There's no tax. Like, tax is when you're 25 behind. Right now I'm 22 behind. Next stage, we see what we get. Nothing going for us here. But I mean, we're pretty much dead anyway. We can sneak out. That's probably what I want to do here, and then we just get like 1 turn. We get 1 shot at making a better hand. Wealth tax. Just hope we don't lose red tape. Okay, so we kept red tape. we didn't get a good hand. We use this now, rich get richer. Going to give us one card. See how many he takes. So he wasted 2 cards there, so he lost his Cyclone and Inspectance. It's good, so we got rid of that. So that's not a threat anymore. So rich get richer. Each player draws action card. So we know he's got 2 cards above 8. Right, he's used that card payment. So we can get here. We can wealth tax and steal a card. But we're not in good shape at all. It's even worse shape. So we're going to steal a card here and use that, and we take steal. It's not particularly useful here. There's not much we can do. Like, he might even be thinking about folding me out now because I've only got 6 cards left. I'm in the kind of situation that I try and get other people in. So we use Seeing Red, 4, 9. Inspection's probably not going to help us. He's probably not going to have many river cards that we can steal. So we know what's coming. 4, 9. So red tape is not going to help us. We can't fold here, so we have to basically hope that what we get is something with Cyclone. There's nothing else we can do here. So this one is probably lost. It's going to be 1-1. Might end up being another short stream if we lose this match 2-1. We just have to hope. So right now we're not in a good spot. We can try and use Inspection, see what we get. We've got a game plan. It's actually useful here. Can improve our hand. I would expect him to probably use that. Okay. So it makes no difference to us because we're probably going to use game plan next. But I want him to use cheat now. So we just kind of stall a bit. The steal doesn't really do anything for us. Like, it steals 2 chips, fine. But really all we're doing is just stalling, waiting for him to do something. So he's misdeal. That has not helped. That if we'd hit something there, then I would have used red tape, but we've hit nothing. So we have to just use game plan here, and we've hit nothing. So now we just wait for him to probably maybe use the cheat because he knows that I've got number cards, so he's probably trying to steal something. Yeah. And see what he gives us. If he puts a 3 up, that would be quite funny. I would guess he's going to take the 4. He's probably worried about the set, the trips. Right. I mean, that is almost a 3. So we have a pair. We know that he's got 4. We're losing this hand unless we do something. I mean, okay. So we hit 3 of a kind. See what his last card is. His last action card, if he's going to use it. He might think he's good. I mean, and he is good if he's got 2 4s. Or 4 5. 4 2. So we had 4. And then a 2 to go with it. But we win that hand. So now we're basically just... This is basically a coin toss. Alright. So 86, 86. So we might try and fold this hand. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. So he's got 2 cards there. So we try and use Debt Collector. Get nothing. Okay. Yeah, now we can't fold. And we can't use this either. Yeah. Because he has no... Yeah, so I mean, there's nothing we could have done here because we can't fold. We can't use this because he has no cards in his deck. So there's nothing for me to steal. Pair of 4s, that helps. I mean, it can't make things any worse. But we know he's got cards 8 or above. So he could have 8s, he could have 10s. So he's using roll the dice. I mean, he knew that my cards were lower, so he knew that probably hit me. Alright, so we are definitely going to lose this game. This game has gone on for way too long. Wow. Oh my gosh. We hit running cards to make the straight. He's going to be sick unless there's something he can do. Ante-up. Yeah, okay. I mean, we can't lose this, right? Okay, so we win, I think. I mean, he might have 8, 10. He can't have straight. Can't have. There's no flush. Barry wins. So he had overcards. So we would have won with just a pair of 4s anyway. He had ace queen. All right, so we win this game. First match, won on stream. Alleluia. Okay, so we'll see. So we're gonna have another opponent now. Let's give him the GG. Thank you. That game took much longer than I expected, but that was good. So we're into the next round. So I'm just gonna input that into the bracket. I think we won 2-0 there. So that's how it is. You gotta make your own luck, and then sometimes you just get lucky, pure lucky. So now we're playing Norris. I've got a bit of a history with Norris. I played him a lot before. Let's say hello, and then we're going to jump into this. So I'm going to use hello. Should we use the same deck? Let's mix it up. Let's use Bureaucrat Gambler, just for the sake of a bit of variety. So we're on M27. Blah blah blah. Okay, and we're just going to hope for the best. So we made it to the next round. So this is the round of 8. Few familiar faces playing. I just hope he's not watching the stream. He's just telling me actually that he saw my X post. Oh, he read the article. Yeah, so I did write an article which I think you should all read about how Showdown is great for getting exposure to Mega ETH. So it's in my pinned tweets. You can see my Twitter down the bottom here. That's my Twitter. That's also my Twitch name. So you can, if you don't already, then just go follow me on Twitter, on Twitch, and then you can see my pinned tweet. It's an article. I've got a whole bunch of articles actually. They're all linked in that pinned tweet actually. Things about Showdown. So here we are. So I'm ranked number 7. I should talk about this. I'm ranked number 7 at the moment. I was sort of top 3, top 4, 5 for most of the month, but then yesterday, a little bit of a slide, a little bit of a losing streak. And now we're down to 7. Norris, 73, so he hasn't been playing as much recently, but that's fine. So we're going to see, he's got 28 cards. It's not bad. We use Deck Collector here. Okay, so he's playing a Rebel deck. That's good for us. You see, nothing there. But we've got Stroke of Luck. That's good for us also, because that means he's drawing cards. We want him to draw as many cards as he can. Now I think we just use Stroke of Luck, hope for the best. So we've got a Queen, good, and we see what he does here. So this is us being aggressive. Like sometimes I might be a bit more passive and wait to see what they do. This tells me he might be folding this. He knows I've got Wasteland. No, okay, so he's not folding. Yeesh. Okay, that couldn't have gone much worse. So we have no idea what his hand is. And we have no way to improve our hand. So his hand, he had nothing. So if he's hit an ace there, we could get him down to a queen, but it doesn't really help me because I've only got a 4, so I've got no quicker. You could use wear down. Like if he's got an ace, it gets him down to a queen. if he's got a queen, he gets him down to a 10. But if he's got an ace and he gets him down to a queen, he's still probably ahead because I've only got a queen 4. But we just have to hope that he hasn't hit that. So we just check it and hope that he's just going to show down. He's using out of sight, so he's probably going to get rid of the queen here. Nope, he didn't. He's doing that. Okay, so we check it again. See, if he got rid of the queen there, then we could have just used Cyclone to bring it back in, which would have been really useful. Break. Okay, so why is he doing that? He's probably going to try and jailbreak me here, I think. So we're probably 50-50 to lose this now. Let's see what he does. He might even have a queen. Like, if he's not bricking the queen, he might have just picked that randomly. 8-5. Okay, so no jailbreak. So he should have bricked the queen. But then, you know, that's how it is. Like, you don't always just brick the higher card because it's 1 in 3 that I could have had. Any of these, I could have had this, whatever this was, I forget. So it's 1 in 3. But, you know, he just picked wrong. So we got a little bit lucky there, but that's fine. We take it. 22. It's a pretty good start. Cards here we have now are not super useful. Like now he's used Secret Stash. Probably just go to the river and just waste a couple of cards. We can't use Wealth Tax here. Might just get rid of it. 5-8. Okay, so this is again, we hit 2 pair, but there's spades out there. Can use Wasteland at some point, maybe later, but fine. I think we try and keep this. We try and get rid of the steel. The wear down, maybe. If another spade comes in, I'm going to be a little bit worried. Yeah, marked card. Okay. Ooh, okay. So we probably get rid of this because we're not going to be able to use it in the next hand. Like he's not going to have 5 cards. So we just get rid of it. Maybe signal to him that we're trying to fold, but we're not going to fold because we've got 2 pair here and we're probably ahead. Let me see what the river comes. Like he's got rid of the spades. It tells me he doesn't have spades. That is not great. Like we made a full house, but if he's got an ace, which he might, I think we just stall here. See what he does. And then we try and use wear down in case he has an ace. And then with 50-50 to take it down. Yeah, so I thought that could happen. Like he would use ace in sleeve. So got a few options here. We can Wasteland, knowing that he has an ace. We can wear down. I think we do both. I think we wear down and then see if he reacts. And because we've got full house. Like he's got a full house as well, but his is ace high. His is ace is full, so we're behind. Like we've got, you know, that tells me maybe we're not in great shape. But we use this. It's going to get rid of 3 cards. So we're trying to get rid of his 2 cards, and that's about as good as that could have gone for me. So we're trying to get rid of at least one of his aces. Like it's really, you know, a little bit of luck there. He's using mulligan. Now he's got rid of his 1 time, so he might not have a card he can use here. He might have something he can use. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. That means he had a7. That means I gave him the 5. Okay. So in that situation, I should actually have just used the... I should use the Wasteland first. Okay, fine. Don't want to time out here. I should use the Wasteland first. Yeah, that makes sense. If I'd used the Wasteland first, then he would have had... yeah, just a7. I don't know what his last card was, but yeah, that's annoying. Okay, so we live and learn. That was, you know, I thought was doing the right thing there, but yeah, it didn't count on him having a 7. So he's used that. So he's got no. We've got 9-10. So he's got a jack. It's one where we can go to the river and just cyclone and hope that we hit something. But you know he's got queen jack. So with a jack, like with an overcard, like we're not in great shape. Try and steal. So we've got his cheat card. That's good. And now he's only got 2 cards. So we're 11 behind, but we're looking in pretty good shape. We've got the advantage here. Probably going to need to use cheat. We probably just can't use the straight red tape. So he's using bottom dealing. Hopefully he's going to give us something we can work with. We'll see. If he doesn't like the queen, if he leaves the queens, it's going to make me think he's working with a queen, which we don't want. So what's he doing? We probably want to get rid of our steal card here. So the thing right now, yeah, interesting. We don't want to lose our pot control, so we're going to use steal. Just because I'm not sure what we're going to get going to the river. He's got 1 card left and don't know what that is. So not too big a pot, so I don't mind going to the river here. We can maybe take it down. Woof. Okay. That is not great. Yeah, that's not great at all. So we have nothing going for us here. We could cheat here and take the queen, but then he still can have an 8 or a king, and he's still ahead. Can have another queen as well. I mean, if he's just got a queen, he could have 2 pair. But he could have a full house now. I have to use the cyclone just to get rid of some of the cards. I've hit a 7 there. Right. Okay. So that's put us in pretty good shape. I think we probably use the cheat after this. But we just depends what his last action card is. So right now we've got a full house. If we use the cheat, we put the ace up, sort for the 6, and we've got a full house still. That kind of removes, like, because if he has an 8 now, he's ahead. So he's used that. So I feel pretty good about this. I'm going to swap my ace for the 6. If he happens to have ace 6, then or 8-6, then that would suck. So he did have a 7, so that would have been a split pot. So that, you know, that was the right move. I think that's probably the right move anyway. Like, even, you know, not being results oriented, like, even, you know, just being a bit objective about it. I think that was the right move. And now we're a little bit ahead. Nothing going for us here. But so this is a situation where you put the pressure on now because you've only got 2 cards. Like, a lot of the time people will just fold here. If you just go to the river, see what you get, and then we can use this to get rid of his cards, which is annoying for him, and it also makes the pots pretty small. We might be ahead here. It's possible. It's probably unlikely with just a 3. Yeah, okay. Interesting. So yeah, we were ahead. So we use this and see what we get here. So that means he's got 3 and then something above 8. So he's got a pair. So I need to really hit something. It's probably worth using the game plan and then this. See what we get with game plan. 8, 9. Yeah, nothing. So yeah, we're gonna lose this hand, but we get rid of his cards at least. Wealth tax we can't use right now because he's not gonna have 5 cards that we can take. Showdown. He's winning with a pair of 3. Oh, he had 2 pairs, so I was losing that anyway. All right. Jack 5. All right, so I don't want to use rich get rich. I don't want to, because he's only got 2 cards. I'm only gonna make his position stronger by drawing his cards. And here we look in pretty good shape. I think we try and get rid of this to put up another club. Yep. So now we got a couple things going for us here. We got club draw, we've got the pair, backdoor straight, we've got the flush draw, and we've hit 2 pair. It's put out a 4 card straight, which is not great. We just have to do this. A lot of the time we will lose this hand, but a lot of the time it can be good. Like if he has a 7 now, if he has a 7 or a 2, then we lose. Yeah, but he didn't. But a lot of it's, you know, a lot of the time he's not gonna have those cards. Like if he has it, he has it. We just sigh, lose. It's just one of those things. But like in the long term, you know, it's probably the right move to freeze the action there with red tape. See, lock all the action cards. So we've got 5 cards here. Could have used Rich Get Richer there, but it's not super useful in that situation. King 3. So not pot control time yet. Wealth tax doesn't help. I think we just use this and hope for the best, and that was not really what we wanted. And we see what he's going to do here. So what cards can he have? So he's used his root exchange. He can have cheat, I think. So he'll go to the river with a pair, but not in great shape now, because he's winning with a queen, he's winning with a jack. So he's got nothing there. We can't really improve our hand with any of this. We just have to hope that we don't lose pot control now. This is probably going to show down now, and we just kind of take it from there. So he doesn't like whatever he's got. But we know that, like, even if we lose this hand, he's only got, you know, he's gonna have 69 now. But we could win this hand. He's got an ace. So if he's got, maybe he's got like ace 5, ace 2. If he's got ace 7, sucks. But king, queen, or jack we can remove. He's used jailbreak. I knew that was coming at some point, but he's left me here. So he can have queen or jack. No, he's not going to have those, but he can have a 7 or a 5. If he's got a 7, we lose, fine. But if he's got something like ace 5, or maybe just ace high, ace 7 would suck, actually. That would really hurt. Ace 5, yeah. See, there we go. That's what's going to happen sometimes. And we're at 96, so we're in pretty good shape here. What did we lose there? We didn't lose pot control. What did we get? We got these. So we can pretty much just start to fold. So we can use Thought Police, got Wasteland, that's good for us. We can use Rich Get Richer, and it's going to draw him cards. So we drew 1 card. So he's only got 3 cards left. So we pretty much just start folding now. This is what I talk about when I talk about like fatiguing people. So you want to waste their cards. We're going to use that. Because we've got pot control, because we've protected it, we've saved it. We can use it in the endgame. Like we only need to fold couple of hands here, so we use that, and then we just fold this, and then he's going to have 64. We can fold again and again. I think we've got, do we have any higher authorities left? Yeah, so we should have a higher authority card at some point, which could give us the win. I think we've got house cut somewhere. We don't have steel, but see, that's annoying that he's used Stingray, because it's going to be slightly bigger pot than I would have liked. But that is okay. We just fold this, and then so we're in pretty good shape now. So we can win this if he has a card. If he has a face card, great. If not, then fine. But we're pretty much just folding this anyway. And then we've got pot control, but we probably won't need it. We just fold this hand and we win because he's got no cards. So every time he tries to draw a card, well, I mean, he shouldn't have used that because that means I get 2 points there. But we can win it here. No. So he doesn't have a face card, but we're folding anyway. Like these hands, we're just going to fold here every time because it's just, we, you know, it doesn't matter what he does. Yeah, because we're at 98, so we're folding here no matter what. Doesn't matter what we have. Don't even care about losing pot control. I mean, yeah. So he just gave us the win. Like, there's nothing he could do. He's losing anyway because we're just gonna fold, and then fatigue him. So every time he can't draw a card, you know, we get 2 points, two chips. And that's the strategy with this deck. You just want to the games last longer, but you're just wearing them down. You just lose. They lose points, and it's really annoying for them, but it's good for you. You know, you get them if you're in a good position. You get a bit ahead. You can win by fatigue. Like I said before, like I win a lot of my games just by fatigue. It's kind of a new-ish meta in the game. All right, so game 2. Take nothing for granted, though. Anything could happen in this second game, but we're in a pretty good spot now. So Norris, I played him a lot. Like, you know, he's been around for a while. So I take nothing for granted here. 6-9 one time. I hate this card. I don't like using it, but I hate using it, but I also hate playing against it because it makes it a +7. So the pot is huge, and then he chooses the 4th board card. So unless we're super strong on the flop, it kills the hand and gives him a really big pot. And he's used Secret Stash as well, which I also don't like. So what I might do here, and that changes things a little bit. So I think we just use this. Now the thing is, we're not going to be in great shape against his deck because we know he can have Rude Exchange, which is going to maybe I use it again. Didn't help. So there we were trying to get another 2, but he knows now that I've got potentially 4 2s. So I would hope he folds. He didn't fold. Okay, now he might try and use Rude Exchange here. Wow. Okay. So we got 2 pairs. We did have a full house before. Somehow we actually rivered a full house. But we're in pretty good shape now. Still got a pair of 9s. He can have a king. Yeah. Because I think he put a king up for his 1 time. So I guess he's got a king. So we try and use this, which would take it down to a jack. So it's either that or we're losing, which we might be here. So we did -2 to him. Now he can't. Yeah, so he had a king. So he had ace king. That was why he put the king up. Yeah. So we made the right decision there. And then it was also a little bit of luck. It's really 50-50 that we're going to hit the card that we think we want to hit. And in that case, it was a king. Try and steal a card. Ooh, that's pretty good. So we got chip dumping there. So we don't have a good hand here, so I think I would just fold. There's really nothing to gain from going to the river with this. I don't think. Okay, so we do bottom dealing. Yeah, thank you for the person who tweeted that I finally won a game. Praise Jesus. It finally happened. Yeah, it's actually good to finally win a game that I'm streaming, so you know that I'm not a complete moron. See this, he's done that. I mean, that improves my hand to a pair, but like he's left the ace up there, which makes me think he's trying to run with that. He's got a couple of cards left, so I don't love this. Yeah, he had an ace, and that's fine. Was not expecting to do much there. So a6 suited, pretty good. Not great there, but we've got two cyclones. We've got chip dumping, got stained money. As there's a lot of stuff we can do here, which can be good, can be useful. So I think we just go to the river and just hope he doesn't fold. If he folds, we're gonna start losing cards, which is gonna be annoying. All right, so we have nothing going for us here, so we've got to just cyclone and just see what we hit. Nothing. So we'll probably cyclone again, but I'm gonna see what he's thinking here. So hopefully this doesn't hit him, but it can do, like, because he can have anything at this point. Like I have no information about his hand. He's using out of sight, so I would guess he's probably trying to hit the diamonds there. He's going to use a steal and stall for a bit and see what he does. So I guess he's trying to hit diamonds, or maybe he's got a pair trying to hit another pair, or he might be trying to hit the straight. Whatever he's doing, he's ahead of me. But we just want him to act now. Do something. If he does nothing, then I've got to assume he's probably got a made hand. Okay, so I think we hit chip dumping now. Yeah. Wow. Okay, that did not help me at all. All right, so this puts us in quite a bad spot, but we've got another cyclone, which we're going to use. Spade, 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 spade. Yes. All right, so we hit the flush, but then we just have to wait and see what he does now, because he could have something else. But right now we've got the nuts, right? So we can't lose unless he does something. There's no pairs on the board, and we've got the ace high flush. So yeah, we should win that. He had 7, 5. Interesting. So he wasn't going for diamonds at all, but yeah. What was he going for? He was going for the straight. I can't actually remember what the cards were before. So we might even have been ahead there, but that's fine. All right, we'll deal with that. Okay, so he's used card jacking now, and that's good for us because we can use this. We know he's got at least one face card. Yeah, it would have been better if he had two, but fine. This is probably a hand we're just going to fold a lot of the time. Yeah, so there's nothing really going for us here. We'll probably just fold here. So he's got one face card. He's got a king, but I mean, we're not beating anything. I mean, we know we're behind. So we can see his king. We just fold. So he had king 7. So fine, because we could have gone to the flop to the river there and used stained money to get rid of his cards, but now we can use this and see. Yeah, that didn't do what we wanted to. So we use this here to try and get him to draw cards and waste cards. But if he doesn't have high cards, then there's nothing we can do. But right now we're in a good spot to go to the river and try and steal some of his cards. I'm just going to check here, because I want to get to the river with him having 4 action cards. So he's used marked card. It's fine. So we're going to check again. So I didn't use wealth tax there because I want him to keep his cards. Like, I want him to get to the river with 4 cards because it's my turn advantage here. So we get to the river, we steal some cards, and then we see what happens. Okay, so pretty good cards. I have to think about what to do now. So we use ace in sleeve. So that is not great for us. Really, there's not much we can beat here. Really, nothing. So we just need to make the pot smaller. So I might try and keep my road exchange. We're trying to see what we can hit with this. We hit a 2. That didn't help at all. He's using a cheat now. No way. Oof. Okay. So now we can use root exchange, and I mean that gives him R2, but we've got a 5. He should have known that I could potentially have root exchange there, but I mean it's kind of a gamble. So now he might. The thing now. Oof. Okay, so he's going to use a jailbreak again, I guess. Which is fine. So if he hits my ace, then I lose. But if not, then it's a tie. Right now we're ahead. We know what he's going to do. He's going to do jailbreak. Yeah, he hit the 5. So we do that and we lose. Yeah, so that's fine. Wait, no, I'm still winning. What am I talking about? I'm an idiot. He has no pair. Oh, I'm so stupid. That was moronic. Okay, that was a brain blip there. I forgot that actually there was no ace left on the board. That's the drawback of streaming, that sometimes my brain is not in action. That's fine. It's lucky that we didn't have we didn't lose good cards. That we'd used all the cards that we wanted, really. We're in good shape here, actually. But that would have been nice to have those four extra chips. But we're pretty good shape here, unless he's got a 3. Just gonna see what he uses here. Mulligan, fine. Okay, he's got rid of his ace in sleeve, and we don't know what he's got. He could have anything here for his cards. He's used cheat. He hasn't used root exchange yet, and yeah, we're winning that hand. That's quite funny actually, because sometimes I misread the board. It just happens, but yeah, in that case I was, because he only had an ace deuce. Like, he was banking on me having nothing, because I had 2 pair. Yeah, there was no way I could actually lose that hand. But that's just how it goes. Like, I make mistakes all the time, especially when I'm not concentrating. It's just how it is. We're going to try and steal something here. Okay, good. And we might just start folding now. I think we're going to see what he's got here. So that's great. So he's drawn 2 extra cards there. And I think we just start folding here. Okay. Get rid of that. And then we just start folding, because we're so far ahead now, 91 to 21, and he's just got so few cards. He's going to get to fatigue pretty soon. If he draws a card there, that would be good, but no. So I think we've played this pretty well, like, other than misreading my hand that one time. Played this pretty solid, I think. Now, do want to keep these cards potentially, but yeah, we'll see what we get there. Oof, card jacking. So I don't like bulking the pot up too much, but interesting. Queen 10 of hearts. No, I don't like bulking the pot up by using cards like this, but we just want to protect our cards, because if pot control comes, we want to try and keep it. And then, well, I mean, we're gonna win this game. Like, unless something ridiculous happens. But okay, he's lucky there. So if he draws cards, he doesn't want to be drawing cards, because he's just gonna waste his cards. He's only got 3 cards left, and I mean, like, some people might here go to the river, but I've got top pair, but it's just safe for me to fold and just keep folding him out, and then fatigue him, We only need 7 to win. He's got a pair of 5s. We only need 7 to win. That is great. So we can use that, and then we can waste another one of his cards. And the only way we start losing is if he makes, like, if he uses something like, you know, one time, which is a +7, or other. There are cards you can use pre-flop and flop where you make the pots really big, and then it's not optimal to fold. But because I'm so far ahead, I know I can just keep folding here, and it doesn't even matter what cards I have. I just fold and win. We go to the next round, we fold, and then now we start picking up this. We hope he might use a card jacking here, because then we just win with higher authority. Go on, do a card jacking. No. Has he used 2? Oh, he's used 2 already. Fine. So I think we just use it. No, fine. Anyway, so I mean, what can he possibly have here? He's a Rebel Cheetah. He's gonna have Silver Bullet, but that actually helps me. So I mean, we just fold again. He's not going to use his cards. I guess he's afraid of steel. Do I have any steals left? No, I actually don't. So we just keep folding here. And that's going to give us 99. We can use a wealth tax here, actually. So the only way we lose this now is if this pot gets huge. So we don't have pot control yet. Pot control is not come, right? It's not come, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And then even though we've only got 3 cards, he's only got 72. So he can't make anything here. He should just concede really, because he can't win. But that's GG. We're gonna win this one. Ace 2. And there we go. Victory. Alright, so super long stream. But we made it to the next round. So it's good. It's good. So that means we're into the semi-final now. So I'm just gonna score that. Was that 2-0 or 2-1? I can't remember. Okay, so we're into the semi-final now. We're going to be playing either SE1 or Kang Liu Kang. Looks like they're still playing. So we've got a bit of time to take a breather there. So that was a pretty good game. You can have a look here at the matchups. See how it went. See how all the games are going here. So yeah, that was me. So against Rebel Cheetah is really, it's like the previous metas, right? Rebel Cheetah was so popular. Everybody played Rebel Cheetah for a bit, and it's kind of a hangover. Like a lot of the players, the OG players, will still play it, but it's kind of got outclassed and outpaced by other decks. And then we played against Arif. You know, this was the kind of classic bureaucrat matchup. Like it's horrible playing against other people that have bureaucrat. I hate it. Like it's such an annoying deck to play against, honestly. But we're in pretty good shape here. So we're in the semi-final now, and I mean this stream has gone on for way longer than I intended. I do need to get back to my family at some point. There's really 411 people watching this. I don't know if those are real people or if it's like bots. I don't know how Twitter does these things. But yeah, so we're just gonna keep playing, and looks like the next matchup is not ready yet. But like, so we got actually quite a hard thing, quite a hard bracket. Let me just I think I can show you the bracket here actually. Yeah, so the bracket I'm in here, you can see we're going to be playing like Kang Liu and SE1. They're both really strong players. Don't want to match up with them. Then the other side we got I think that's Nav, who I don't want to play against, and KST as well. These are these are all strong players that I really don't want to play against. Nav is interesting. Like we can take a look at Nav's data actually. Like he's the number one ranked player right now. Yeah, he's number one ranked player, and he plays probably the most amount of games of anyone other than maybe Hong Tao. But he's pretty much exclusive cheater gambler. He doesn't change his deck up much, if at all. Like he's used a bit of Protect and Inventor. I'm not sure what that was all about, but like he's pretty much just like he goes for volume. Like he plays a lot of games, more than me even, and he wins a lot. He loses a lot as well, but his win rate with cheater gambler is good. It's like 60%, which is above average for the class. Like the class win rate is 52. His is 60. He's the number one ranked player, and I basically I refuse at the moment to play cheater gambler because a lot of other people play it, and I want to try and beat it instead. So that's why I use the bureaucrat decks, and the bureaucrat decks do good against it. So a lot of the time when I get matched up with Nav, I do pretty well. Like I guess maybe win. I mean, let's have a look. I can probably see how I do against him. And we can check that out. So this month we are 4-3 to me. Since the last balance patch, it's going to be a little bit more. We've played a lot, like over time. So I'm actually ahead. Interesting. So since the last balance patch, which was October, so that's going to be a couple of months, almost 3 months. We've played each other 73 times, and I'm just about ahead. So that's good. Like for me to be ahead of the world number one player. I mean, world number one. Like you know what I mean. It's top player. Hello chat. So talking about the new meta. So yeah, the meta really is bureaucrat at the moment. Like bureaucrat is so strong, and it's in so many decks. Like it's come to light in like bureaucrat gambler, bureaucrat cheater, and then also bureaucrat protector, which is like the second most played deck. So that's really I don't know how these spam bots get into my chat. My chat is kind of broken actually, isn't it? No, it's working. Yeah, that works okay. But yeah, like honestly, like bureaucrat is the new meta. Like the meta before was very much like rebel cheater, like rebel decks was because rebel was so strong. But now it's shifted to cheater gambler, which is kind of the original meta. But it's all about just having those really strong flop river cards especially. But now the bureaucrat just kind of flips it. So the meta is really just frustrating your opponent, stealing their chips, stealing everything from them, stealing their cards, getting them to fatigue states is really kind of switches everything up. And it's a new meta. Like we never had anything played like that, because before it used to feel like I would try before not to win by fatigue. Like sometimes I would just not win a match if fatigue was the way. And I even said at one point that I thought fatigue was kind of a dirty way to win, and it just didn't feel right. But then actually it became part of the game. It used to be worse because like I think fatigue gave you 5 points per card. Now it gives you 2. So like that had to be nerfed. But like it was never actually part of the game. It was just something that happened sometimes. And now you can actively go after fatigue and go after like wasting people's cards and getting yourself into a spot where you win you win not by playing your cards, you just win by just exhausting their cards, and then it just switches everything up, and it's pretty fun actually to do it. I try and play it as much as possible, but I mean, let's see who we're going to be playing against here. It's going to be Kanglyo or SC1. We can have a look at our opponents actually and see, what they do for their decks. So SC1, let's see what he's playing this month. So this month he's 58. This is good to see. He's strong. He's not in the top 10, but that happens when people aren't as active as previous months. But he's like 58% win rate, and his deck of choice, can't remember, but so he's mixing it up a lot. He's playing a lot of Gambler Inventor, Rebel Inventor. So he's kind of Inventor focused. Like there are some people that will just play Inventor decks, like they love them. I did it for a bit. Like I played Gambler Inventor because it's kind of a crazy deck. Like it just creates all kinds of crazy situations on the especially on the river. Like the kind of cards and things you can do is insane. Like it just makes a really messy game, but it's powerful. Like his win rate is good. Like he's not played that many games, but like 60+% is super strong. We can have a look at Kang Liu, who's the other person we might be playing. Can't remember his. What's his in-game name? I can't remember. I think it's Kang Liu. No. Oh, I'm spelling that wrong. Yep, there he is. Kang Liu. Yeah, so his rate 56%. What deck is he using? He's using Cheetah Gambler. So yeah, a lot of players will just use Cheetah Gambler and use it exclusively, which is fine because it's like it's probably the strongest deck. And then if you can have anything really sort of 55+% with that, then it means you're a winning player and you're going to be winning a lot of the time. And so it's probably at some point it will need to be balanced. It's probably too strong, but I mean it's been through a few balances. Like Cheetah got nerfed a little bit in the past, and I mean it's kind of borderline at the moment. Like the margins are pretty thin between some of the other decks. We can see this month what the top decks are, and the margins are thin-ish. Rebel Cheetah a bit higher than I would have expected, but Bureaucrat Protector, which is a hard deck to play, so I wouldn't jump into this as a beginner, but it's at 55% overall, and there are some people that are going to be pushing 60% plus with that. And for me, using Bureaucrat Gambler primarily, my win rate is not bad this month, 63%, and most of that is with Bureaucrat Gambler. It's 64%, which is not bad. Pretty happy with that. Okay, so we got a match. It's gonna be SE1. That's fine. So best 3. So this is what is this, last 4? So this is the semi-final match. And we are on M30. Alright, so do we want to switch decks up? So we use Bureaucrat Gambler before. Do you maybe want to go to Bureaucrat Cheetah? I think so. Alright, I just need to go to the bathroom. Actually, I need to pee. I'm just going to tell them I need to go to the bathroom. Pee. Give me 2 mins. Right, I'm just going to mute. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Don't go. Anyway, we'll play this. We'll play this semi-final match. So yeah, I'm just going to mute 1 sec. Okay, we are back. Okay, back. All right, so let's get into this. M30. All right, so what did we do? We were on Bureaucrat Gambler. Let's change the Bureaucrat tutor. Just for kicks, because that does well against a lot of decks. So what are we doing? M30. M30. This is going to be tough. Like, I don't expect to win this game. Don't go into this, with any expectation, because SE1 is tough to play against. Okay. But we know, it's going to be a Gambler Invented it, maybe, or Rainbow Rebel Inventor. We can look at how we do against those decks. Gambler Inventor against my deck. Bureaucrat Tutor. See, it's pretty good for him. Yeah. So I mean, it's not a great matchup for us actually. Maybe we should have gone with Cheetah Gambler here, but yeah, we can figure it out as we go. I mean, there's not enough data here really. There's not that many matches between these that you can really say it's one thing or not. But the Bureaucrat decks against the Inventor decks, it's gonna be tough either way. But we don't sort of worry about that too much. We just kind of play and hope for the best. Okay, am I in the right thing? M30? Wait. Did I? What happened? Yeah. Oh, wait. Best of 3, M30, yeah. Okay. Go, 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 go. I don't know what he's doing. Oh my god, typo in my chat. I don't even know how to moderate my chat. Okay. Where is he? He's not coming. Thank you. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait. Oh, here he comes. Alright, so he's gonna hope for the best, but we know he's probably playing a Inventor deck here. It's gonna be tough. So no expectation, but we just try and play well, not mess things up. Okay. 25 cards. That's good. He doesn't have many cards. Alright, so 9 Jack. It's not bad starting hand. Do we want to? I think we save card payment maybe. 7, 8, 9 Jack. So we got Gut Shot. No clubs going for us. 2 overcards. So yeah, okay. Alright, doesn't help us. So I think here we just sneak out because that sucked. We lost our cheat card and we really got no advantage. There's no way for us really to improve our hand. Even though we've got overcards and overcards, like we're just not in good shape. Which means he's playing a gambling deck. Is he playing Gambling Inventor? Probably, yeah. So this is gonna be tough. Alright. Queen Deuce. It's not great. Should probably use card payment there, but sometimes I like to go with, suited hands. Flushes can be good. That does not help. me at all. So here, really, where I can't use much. Can't use wealth tax. Probably just use this and then fold. Even though I've got a pair, like he's got spades probably going for him. I don't have a spade. If I had a spade, I'd probably go to the river. But I don't like my hand. I also don't like that I can't freeze it. I can't use red tape because I'm not the first to act, so it's not really going to help me. So he might. I mean, he might just have a straight draw. He might have nothing, but with no spade. I mean, he had a spade, so he actually had a straight flush draw. So I mean, I was ahead, but he's got so many cards. Like any spade helps, any five, and then any jack as well. Like improves his hand. So we're not in great shape there. This is not bad. So Queen 10, first to act as well, so we can possibly use wealth tax. Check. Wow. Okay, that's not great. So I mean, we've got out of sight, so we can get rid of the flush if it comes. Oof. Okay. So he's got clubs working for him. Should have used this first. Makes me think that I mean, yeah, that's not great. Probably really didn't want to go to this. So he's got a 6. I mean, I know he's got a flush now. He's got a 6 as well. I mean, really all I can do, I'm open-ended. I really just need to get rid of this. It gives me a queen. But, I mean, he can have still 2 pair. He could also have... Oof, okay. So he could have a flush still. Can have a set. But, I mean, there's a chance I'm ahead here. So I have to just freeze it. The queen might be good. It's not, but fine. Sometimes that's going to be good. Like if he just has a 6, then it's good for me that, you know, I've got top pair and maybe I'm going to be ahead. But like in that situation where he's got, you know, 3 6s, there's not much really I can do there. Using this high hand bonus isn't going to help. It's actually can backfire if he's got a good hand. So we're 50 behind. We're way behind here. We're not in good shape at all. Sort of talking through this and forgetting stuff, but I mean, we can maybe try and get rid of some of his cards. I didn't necessarily. He's only got 1 card there. So I think we just fold this. There's nothing going for us here at all. Like, I mean, he's got something. I would guess he's got a king here, or a jack maybe. Yeah, he's got the king. We've got nothing. There's nothing we can do there. We're dead. Anyway, so now try and get rid of some cards. We got rid of 1 card. Got rid of this cyclone. So we're reducing his cards. He's only got 10 cards, but it doesn't really help us much because we're so far behind. So we need to start. I mean, we desperately need to win a hand, basically, and hopefully win one on the river. Like not winning it now. So we got spades going for us here. So this is risky because he can just fold. We don't have spades going. There's only 1 spade. He can just fold. We got a straight draw, backdoor spades maybe, but we have to just go for this. and hope that he's not gonna fold. If he folds, it's awkward. It's not terrible. We can still get out of this with out of sight and low blow. Let's see what we end up with. Spades didn't come in. They almost did, but straight came in. I mean, he can have clubs going for him, which is the annoying thing here. I can't do much about that. I can't get rid of one of the clubs because all the clubs make my straight. So what do I do? Because if he's got clubs, he's winning anyway. I can't low blow. Can't house cut. I need to get rid of a card though. But there's no card I can get rid of here that's so interesting. It's got to go for broke, I guess. Use that. I mean, if he's ahead, he's gonna win anyway. If he's got clubs, he's gonna win anyway. I mean, I could low blow here, but I don't think it's worth it. I mean, if he's got clubs, fine. He didn't have clubs. All right, so that, yeah, he was good with ace high. Yeah, so I mean, there's always a chance of that he's just got, you know, he's just hit the ace. It was more likely he'd hit a club there, and then I was worried about, you know, he's checking it back with clubs, but you know, we've done all right there. So that gets us back into the game. We're still behind though, way behind still. Ace 4 doesn't help. That doesn't help us either. So I think we assume maybe he's got a queen because he's used that off the bat. I think we steal there. Try and keep the pot smaller because we can still win this. Stroke of luck, fine. But we can low blow this, right? So we can get rid of everything above a 4. And then because we've got an ace, wow, okay. So that's actually really good for us. It's not good in the sense that he's still got action cards. So we're not out of the woods, but we can get rid of everything there. We know he's probably got a queen. That is pretty ugly there. So, you know, he could have anything there. Can't use this because I don't want to lose my pot control. I might be winning here, but I mean, he could have a king as well. No, I don't think he'd have a king. He's not gonna have king queen, so he's got a queen. Just depends if he has 6. Yeah, he had the 6. So that was unlucky. Like, we just nothing we could really do about that. That was pretty ugly actually that he hit 2 6s off that. And that was why he was checking it back. But that's fine. It's going to happen. So here, there's really nothing going for us here. I think we have to just fold. Because we can't improve our hand here. Like, we can use over under, like we can get to the river, but I mean, yeah, that doesn't help. I think we just have to fold. So we get rid of the house cut because we're not going to be in a situation where he's going to have 0 cards. And even if we do, he's ahead, so splitting the pot doesn't help us much. So we have to just fold here. Ace king with club, yeah. So he was ahead, and there's nothing, we can't improve our hand. So looks like we're probably going to lose this game. I mean, it's not all lost yet, but I mean, it doesn't look great. Now we see what he does. We probably have to use pot control here, and this is where it comes in handy, right? So, all right, so he doesn't have a pair, so we know we're ahead now. So this can be good for us. I think we have to use pot control. So I would expect him to potentially fold here. I mean, he's got 5 action cards, so he might not. But he doesn't have a pair. He might have clubs. Let's see if he's got anything there. Nope. So he doesn't have face cards. That would have been useful, actually, if I could have stolen. He doesn't have face cards. He doesn't have an ace. Could have clubs going for him. Oh, don't love that. Okay, so he wants to go to the river. Straight draws, backdoors, got there. There's no flush. Okay, so he knows I've got a 3. He's going to assume I've got probably 3 of hearts and another heart. He might not think I've got the ace here. There's nothing really to be gained from using anything. If I use this, it doesn't help. If I use this, it doesn't help. If I use this, I might lose the cards that I maybe need. So I think we just check. If we're losing, and it's GG. But it's just one of those things. So he's used the card payment. He could really have anything here. Like, we know he doesn't have an ace, a 4, or an 8, but I mean, could have 9 or a 10. Like, that doesn't. I mean, the only thing I'm really losing to is a straight. Like, if he's hit the 9 or the 10. I mean, depending on what the card payment got me, there's not a lot. I'm behind here. I mean, I'm behind that. Right. Yeah. Eight, 9, 10, jack. It worked. Okay, so we use that. We're ahead. Nice. So that was a bit of a yeah. I had to avoid that, him making 2 pair or better. So we got lucky there a little bit, but I mean, that's with using the over under. Oh, don't want to time out. I need to stop talking. I'm going to time myself out. Using the over under there. That was right. So I think I can fold this, and that gives him 95. That's going to give me 96 with the draw. Get 2 action cards. Okay, so we're on 96. Can't fold this hand, but I mean, it's going to come down to the last hand. Oh, this is so clutch. Oh my god. Do I have any higher authorities? Maybe I don't have pot control. Bottom dealing. What can we give ourselves? We can give ourselves a 9. But I want to keep the hearts there. Is that stupid? No. Just hope he doesn't have a kings to it. So give ourselves the 9. We've got 2 hearts there to draw from Cupid, and that's going to give us another 2 points. Oh my god. Disarming gaze, that's useful. We save that and we use that on the stained money. So we draw here. 7, jack. Interesting. Fine. So we go to the river. It's annoying we didn't get. If we had another steal, something. Alright. It's not a great board for us, but we've got a pair. It would be really annoying if I lose to a king now for putting the king up. But this is super clutch. Oh, right. That doesn't help. Okay, stained money. Okay, we use that. Misdeal, yes. Okay. So I'm going to assume he's done that because he's maybe got an 8. Alright. So I think we just hit misdeal and then hope for the best. Could use chronic shift, but it's not going to help too much. So we use that. Ugh. Okay, that didn't help. That didn't help at all, actually. So we got a pair. We just have to hope that he's missed. But I mean, yeah, that's kind of backfired a little bit. So I think we're probably losing this, but there's nothing we can do. You know, I mean, if he hits a king or an 8, then he's ahead, or you know, some kind of pair, or maybe he's got some kind of funky. That's. I mean, the good thing is there's no flush going. So he's used game plan. So he's got 2 number cards here. So I know he's got 2 number cards. I think we just have to check this down and just kind of sigh. Like, we're probably losing here, but there's more chance that, you know, it's just nothing we can do. We can't improve our hand. Like, we could do this, like if he's got an 8, but we're not going to get his 8 because we're just going to lose our 5. Unless he's got like 10-8 or something weird like that, 8-9. So I feel like we're losing this hand. Ah, no. That makes me think he's got an 8. He's either got an 8 or he was just getting rid of the king. So he might have a 3 or a 2, which just have to hope. If he's got an 8, then he's winning. He wins. Fine. We lose the game. But this one was super close. Oh my god. Okay. Whoa. Oh my god. So I know he doesn't have an 8. He could have a 5. We've got 2 pair now. If he has an 8. He doesn't have an 8 because there was 2 8s there. He folded. So I think we're winning here. I think he gave me the win. Unless his cards are just nothing. 2 7s. So he was ahead. What did we have? We had a pair of 5s. Yeah, so using the root exchange wouldn't have helped. He had 2 7s, so he was worried about the other cards. So sometimes that happens. People will just overplay their hands. And just think, you know, I do it all the time. Like, you get yourself into a situation where you just overplay, you play too much, and you just end up going from having the best hand to having the worst hand. But you can't know that you have the worst hand a lot of the time, or the best. You can't know that you have the best hand, so because it's the margins are so thin, so it's going to be tough. But we got through that one, so that's 1-0. He just sent me a chat, suicide by cyclone. That's what it is. You know, sometimes you just don't know you're ahead. And like, if you've got kind of a mediocre hand, then, you know, cyclone is probably good a lot of the time to use because you can hit a set if you have a paired hand, but it's kind of it can be a bit suicidal. So we've done good here. Starting the second game, we have straight draws, flush draws. I think we just go to the river here, and then we can try and get that flush if no more diamonds come. Diamond came, flush. There's a straight out there. Ooh, okay. So that makes me worried a bit about what he's going to do with all those action cards. And he can see that I've got an out of sight now, so he can see my cards. He played read, so he can see what cards I can play on this. And like, he can see that I've got these action cards with the eyeball. So he knows that I've got out of sight, so he knows that I'm not using it. So he can pretty much assume that I either have a straight or a flush. So he knows that a set isn't going to be good here. Like, I have a straight or a flush, and I'm not trying to improve my hand. And I'm also not sneaking out, so he knows that he's probably beat. So we might win this hand straight up. Just depends what he's going to do now. Unless he's got misdeal, cyclone, something like that, that just messes up everything. but we're not in bad shape. Yeah, so he's done that, which is good for us. That's good for us because it's a +8, but we're still ahead. He probably thinks he's winning now, like because he's got the straight, but we, in that situation, we just, we got a flush. We're not trying to. Oh, we lost disarming gaze there. It's annoying. But we let him play that. We just let him play and keep doing stuff and building the pot up because we know that we've got a flush. And unless he messes with the board on my cards, then we're in good shape to win. So here we've got a straight draw over pairs, ace in sleeve might help. Wolf taps we can't use, so I think we just check here and then go to the river. 4, 5, 6, 7. So if another heart comes, I can use ace in sleeve, which give me a flush. I can use this to maybe try and get a heart or get a straight going. So we're in not great shape now, but this is one that we probably go to the river with. And let me see how it goes. So we did make the straight, but flush is still there. We have the high straight, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we've got a 7 card straight there, so that's. I mean, this is in good shape now. The hearts is worrying me a bit, and I mean, I know I say you don't want to lose cards, but I don't want to act here because I'm either going to make him suspicious or make things worse for myself. So I'll just wait for him to act now and then see if I need to counteract. Wow. Straight over straight. That's crazy. So there's like a 2, 3, 7 card straight to a 4 to 10 7 card straight. So that puts us in a really good spot now. Not great. We're going to lose 2 cards here. We lost Wealth Tax and House Cut. Not too bad. So here, what we're going to try and do... I want to use this. Rich get richer. We try and out of sight. Okay. That's actually interesting. So that we know we're going to have a pair on the flop. We use that. That got rid of a card. Yeah, 1 card. So he's got 1 card 8 or above. And this gave us pot control, which we didn't really want here. Now, do I want to do something like try and get that 8? Maybe. But then we put the queen up. I'm just going to see the flop. Okay. So, yeah, that's pretty good for us so far. That is not good for us. Okay. So I think we try and get rid of that. I think we try and fold here. We have to risk losing the pot control, which I don't love, but there's not much else we can do here. We can't really win this hand. We can't use this because he's first to act, so I don't think we're going to get to the river with him out having 4 cards, which is not great. Can't use pot control. I think you just sneak out and hope for the best. So he had a flush. Interesting. Please don't lose pot control. That's good. Okay, I'm going to time out. All right, I have to play a bit quicker. That's good for us. We've got 2 steals, fine. Inspection, and he's got a lot of cards. Hit the king, good. Use that. Should have used that before, actually. Forgot that in first to act. Should have used that before, but that's okay. Symbiosis, fine. So we're going to try and get to the river with 4 cards, hope, unless he uses another one here. Yeah. We use that to steal a couple cards. Spades is going to be worrying here. Clubs is going to be worrying here. Steal the cards. Fibonacci. Good. We. Interesting. So I think we're in good shape here. Use a steal and see what else he's going to do. So I think we want to use Surge. I think we... Yeah, okay. The only question is, what do we use it on? So he gave himself the 8 here, which makes me think that he wanted to go for something there. Like maybe he was going for the clubs or straight. So I need to be quick here. Maybe we do the high hand bonus just to see what else he's going to do. Ooh, inspection. It doesn't help me now, but interesting. Okay, so we can give ourselves 4 kings. Maybe he's got the 8. We do that. We hope he's got the 8 and he's got a full house. If he's going for clubs, fine. Yeah, he had the 8. Boom. All right, so we won that again. Nice. All right, so that means we're into the final against Nav, who is my nemesis. And Jesus Christ, this stream has been so long. It's... I think I've been playing for like 2 hours. I need to go back and see my family at some point. Make sure my kids are alright. But yeah, that's good. So 2-0. That was nice. Okay. Nav. Alright, so I know he's going to be playing Cheetah Gambler deck. So this is like, it's me versus Nav. He's like the old nemesis. He's the ranked #1 player. He plays so much. He plays probably more than any of us. And he's so tough to beat. But I know what deck he's going to play. Probably Cheetah Gambler. So I'm going to play... Should we mix it up again? Bureaucrat Gambler. I mean, that was my original deck to beat Cheetah Gambler. So let's go for it. Bureaucrat Gambler. I don't know. How does Bureaucrat Cheetah do against this? It's 50-50, honestly. Cheetah Gambler, Bureaucrat Gambler. Cheetah Gambler, Bureaucrat Cheetah. So maybe I should go Bureaucrat Cheetah. Slightly more. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna... You know what? I'm gonna use Bureaucrat Cheetah because last time I played him, I think I used Bureaucrat Cheetah and I think I won. Alright, so M31. Let's go. Alright, so this is the final. Alright. Me versus Nav. He's so annoying to play against. I swear to God. Super annoying. Like I hate playing against him. But I do sometimes win. Oh. He's changed something. So he's got 27 cards. Normally he's got 25 cards. Is he using a new deck? I shouldn't look at this mid-game, but thought police. No. No, he's using the same deck, but he's just added more cards. Because I think he got annoyed because I used to like I would win a lot of games against him just by taking his cards. Okay. Do we want to risk it with the roulette? I don't know. I think not. See if he does something here. Like he's gonna have good flop cards normally, so he might try and do something here. Yeah, seeing red. Okay. So we know there's no hearts coming. He's used seeing red, so that would only give him a draw card if there's a heart coming. He's gone for Cupid here, which is giving him a heart. I mean, he could have anything. Like I can do here actually. I can use this and it can tell me if he's got a queen, or it can tell me if he's got a face card. But sometimes he folds the first hand, which he might do here. I'm gonna see. No, he didn't. Okay. Yeah. So straight draw's got there. He could have any piece of this, and it's a big pot, so I don't love this. Maybe I should have used roulette, but okay. Oh, I should have used roulette. Okay, that's annoying. So I don't want to use roulette because, I mean, you can kill my hand, right? It's 1 in 3, but you know, sometimes, a lot of the time, one top pair is going to be good there, but not like that. Okay, so he's got 2 cards 8 or above, fine, but we're 33 behind now, so we're not in great shape, and we're also, it's on his action. Okay, so we've got a pair. I think now we have to use roulette just because we have to take bigger risks now. So we use this. Okay, so he's got no face cards. He could still have an ace. I think we use this now. I mean, he could have a 9, right? He might just fold this unless he's hit the 9. I mean, what else could he have? It's going to be a 9 or a 10 or an ace. Yeah. Oh, man. I think he's going to have... Yeah. He's going to have a 9 or a 10 or an ace. So he's going to have like ace 9, ace 10, maybe 9, 10, maybe even aces. I mean, he could have an 8, but then I'm still behind. Like, there's pretty much no way I can win this hand unless we have exact, like, yeah. Okay. So he's probably got 2 10s. Yeah. He might even have 10 8, which is, yeah, fine. All right, so bad start. Yeah, see, that's, you make one little thing, one little mistake, like using that. I should have used roulette on that first hand. I didn't want to mess my hand up. That's the thing. I should have taken a little bit of a bigger risk there because I can get rid of one of the cards. I mean, I don't know he's got 2 pair at that point, so the risk is there. Like, you know, you're sort of 2 in 3 chance, or there's like, you know, 2 in 3 chance that you miss the card, and then 1 in 3 chance that I hit the queen and then destroy my hand. Okay, get back to the game because I need to think about this. So we've got a straight draw. Not much else going, but we've got good cards. Yeah, I don't want to use this. I don't want to fold this, but you know, I just hope we hit something. He might just fold this because he tends to fold when he gets ahead. He starts to fold a little bit more, but I'm not in great shape here for the whole game. All right, that's interesting. That puts me in a little bit better shape than I was before. I don't want to put this up, and I have no insight into his hand. So 9 makes our hand. 5 would help. 9 or a 5 or a 10 or an 8. So we're not in terrible shape here. Now we are. Now we're in really bad shape. Yeah. There's really nothing we can do except root exchange. I mean, yeah. Now we have to cheat, but I don't know what his action cards are. So he can have anything, right? He can have root exchange. He's got that. So now this is the situation where actually using Mark Card would have helped me, because then I could have put those up and used cheap. Now I have to use cheap and just hope for the best. But now he knows my hand. He knows that I've got a flush and a pair. So he can use root exchange, then he wins. He can use out of sight. Yeah. I mean, yeah. The only thing I can hope is that he uses another card and I can use house cut. But I mean, I'm still in bad shape. Like, the best I can do is split this pot now. Yeah, high card. Sucks. I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes. It would just happen like that. Like, sometimes he steamrolls me, sometimes I steamroll him. But it's always tough. Yeah. So now I expect him to start folding. Ace jack. Jack doesn't help me. Now I expect him to start folding, because there's just nothing. If he doesn't have hands, then, you know, he's so far ahead that he can fold and just wait for his spots. Like, whereas me, there's no spots where I'm winning any of these hands. Fold would be nice here. I can't win this. Ugh. Does he use Cupid already? He's used Cupid already, so I think we have to fold here, because we can't win this hand. Yeah, I mean 6-3. Now he's just, yeah, way ahead. So far ahead. So we see what we can mess with him here. Lost a card. There's really not much going for us right now. Wild ducks, not great. So we can take 5 chips from him. Doesn't help us much. It might be better getting to the river and then stealing one of his cards, because we can't fold this. Yeah, there's really nothing we can do here. We're just pretty much dead. And that's just how it goes sometimes. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so now we just use this to try and steal a card, and that doesn't help us much. Like, he can, like, if he's used wild duck, so if he has a 2, that means he's wild. The 2 is wild, so it gives him at least a trip kings. But he could also have a flush now. I mean, I could be drawing dead. Like, there's not much I can do. So he used root exchange there. So he doesn't have a 2, but he gave me his 7. So he might have... He doesn't have a king. If he had the full house, he's not going to use that. If he had 10-7, he would use that, because the 7 is counterfeit. So yeah, I just have to freeze it. I think he's got 10s. He must have 10-3 here. But on the off chance he doesn't, I freeze it, because that red tape isn't going to be useful for me anyway next time. But I think he's got 10-3 here. If he doesn't, I'd be surprised. Yeah. Alright, 1 game down. Next one. So that didn't go well at all. Like, sometimes it will just happen like that. Just kind of get steamrolled. Like, the little mistake at the beginning, I think that really kind of cost me, because I can't get into like a rhythm of it. Like, I should have really used, like, you play the odds. Like, with a roulette, like, if you've got a pair, you play it, and then if you mess your hand up, it's better to fold. But just in that moment, I was just being a little bit cautious. I was thinking that, I've got king queen, top pair, in pretty good shape. Don't want to mess it up, but then it happens. All right, so we start with Queen Jack. It's a pretty good starting hand, but it doesn't mean anything. Okay, he's used that. So that would have been great if he had some chips, then I could steal some, but... So he's got a queen, fine. We got a 3, yep. That's not terrible. I think we have to just get rid of this. We don't want 2 wealth taxes, that doesn't help us at all. Right. Okay. I mean, the thing about me being first to act now means that the action is on me, so I can't give him the action, the option to fold. I mean, he could have anything here. I mean, his lower card was what, 3? So, because he used card jacking, so we swapped his lower card. So he could have anything. He could have like Queen 6, Queen 8. I think we just have to fold this. Queen 10. So, I mean, I was ahead, but it's marginal in those spots. That's not a great start. Ugh. All right, so we're in the final, but this is not looking good. Okay. It would have been nice to actually win a tournament on stream, but it does not look likely. Alright, let's see what we get here. I mean, we got nothing really. Straight draw. Maybe. That doesn't help much. So we maybe try and get him to fold here. Wealth tax. Because he can't use that, so I use this one to get rid of one of my cards, swap it with his. I use a card I can't use. Like, I mean, I might be able to use that later, but, you know, for now. So, yeah, he's not folding. I mean, we've got a shot at making something. I mean, I have to start winning pots. Yeah, nothing there. He's used game plan as well. Alright, so I need to pray that I hit something with this. I've hit a 3. That doesn't really help much. Okay. Wow. Okay. That made things even worse. Alright, so we're not winning this hand. Oh, we are winning this hand. Okay. So we had 2-10. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's just lucky and unlucky on his part. Like, you know, he should have hit something with that game plan. Like, at least half the time he's going to hit something. When there's 5 number cards there and you use game plan to get number cards, you're going to hit something normally. Okay, alright, so we're back in it. So I think we check now. If he uses card jack, that would be good. Nope. Alright, that doesn't help. The ace is not great. Now, when he doesn't have cards, he does tend to fold a little bit. A little bit more. But we're not in a good spot actually here. So he has an 8. I think we just fold. Yeah. Good fold. Okay. So we're in better shape here. We've at least got some chips, at least got some points. She's rich, get richer there, but fine. So he's got low cards. So we can't use higher authority here. I mean, we're ahead now. He's got nothing above an 8. 8 or above. Oh. That's funny. I forgot that I'd given him that. card. I think we just check here. He might just use that actually. Okay, so he's gonna do something here. So he's giving me the queen. He might be going for hearts. I've got the cyclone, which helps. He might just be aiming to use sneak out here to fold. Yeah, he did. So he had sevens. He didn't want to go for it with the 7 of hearts. Which is fair. So what did we lose there? We lost wear down. Okay. So we're in a pretty good spot now. If we flop good. Wild ducks. Don't love that. Right. So I think what we do here is red tape and go to the river. I can get root exchange because I want to do this so that I can go to the river. I'm first to act, so I can use inspection, right? I can use inspection because he's got 4 action cards. Right. Interesting. So we've taken his cheat. He hasn't used root exchange yet. Right. Now I've got to assume when he uses wild ducks, he normally has it, which makes me think he's got it here. So I think we have to take the jack. So the thing, like, I'm losing, like, if he has, say, 2-2, or if he has 2 king, 2-5, I'm losing here. But if he just has a 2 and anything else, then I'm ahead. I mean, that's interesting. So maybe I cyclone that? I can hire authority. Wow, okay, so he's got a face card. Makes me think he doesn't have a 2 now. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. I should use the cyclone there. That makes me think he's got jack 2, and he's probably got a set now, because the 2 is wild. Would he have played it like that though? I mean, why wouldn't he have just left that up there? Yeah. We're not going to win this, but because there's a chance he doesn't have 2 play. He might just have jack something, ace jack, something like that, queen jack. Or, yeah, that was right. So we couldn't win that hand. Like, we could have maybe won it if we'd have cycloned to get the jack back because he had the 2. I don't know what his other card was. Okay, fine. Right, this one is a bit closer, at least. Okay. Ace 8. So we've got misdeal. So I think here it's one of those situations where we just go to the river with the intention of probably losing, but maybe not losing. But if we get there, like, and then we can just make the pot so small because we've got this -6, -2, -1, -2, and then we might still win. So we use sleight of hand, get a little bit of information. So his lower card is a 9. So, I mean, he could have ace 9. I mean, that gives us the 9 here. We know the queen is coming though. So that's counterfeit. So we've got aces and queens coming. He might just fold here if he's worried about what I've got. No. All right. So the only thing I'm worried about is if he's got an ace. Yeah, I don't love that. Check. He might have an ace. And what else is he going to check with? And his lower card is a 9, so he can have 10. What can he have? 8, 10? No. 8, jack? No. 8. He could have 8, queen. But ace 8 is probably more likely. Showdown. Aye. Yeah. I got too much in my head about that. So that's annoying. Like the ace was the only thing that made sense there. I should have used these action cards in that situation, but just thinking that maybe there's a chance that he just doesn't have action cards he can use and he just missed what he was trying to do. But yeah, should have gone with my gut there, which is annoying. Alright, we got so many action cards, I'm just gonna go for this and hope to win. Yeah. Alright. So we know he's got a 4, a king, or a 5. If he didn't hit the king, he might just fold here, which I would like, but I don't want to lose pot control. Okay. I think we have to just cycle on. There's really not much going for me here. Not much going for him either. I think we use chromatic shift. Oh my god, that really didn't help at all. It's 7-5 now. And pair of 5s. I mean, he could have anything. I can give myself the ace as well. It just depends if he's got an action card he can use here. No. So I think I'm winning this, unless he's got a set, which he might do. Yeah. Pair of 5s also. Alright. So we're not dead yet. My days. Okay. 3, 9 of hearts. I think we just go to the river and I think we just go to the flop here and fold. We've got a 3. I don't want to use pot control yet. Wow. Okay. Let's try and make this pot smaller, but with the caveat that we've got the hearts going for us here. Ouch. Okay. So my hearts are no good. Like, it's only for 6 points. Like, I mean, if he's got 2 hearts, he's gonna hit another one. But if just 1 heart comes and he's only got 1 pair, then we win. Didn't happen. So yeah, I mean, if the hearts had come, it's good for us there. But like, yeah, there's just nothing we can do there. So we had Yeah, I mean, he was winning that no matter what. But, I mean, I don't know in that situation he's got two hearts, but yeah, that's rough. So now we need to start getting creative. Okay, so he's got a root exchange gone. That's good. If he uses a card jacking here, that would help a lot. Nope. Okay, but he knows that as well. Next stage. So what's probably going to happen here is that I'm going to use pot control, and then he's probably going to fold. So I need to make the pot as big as I can. But I have really no way of making my hand better. I can't use any cards without... Got to use it. Has he used his Cupid? Yeah, so he doesn't have Cupid. So if he gets to 99, sometimes he will just use Cupid and then he wins. So he's used bottom dealing. Okay, alright. So I need to try and get diamonds on the board. That doesn't help. Right. Okay. So sometimes he does this just to scare me. Like, it doesn't mean he's got 2 3s. It might mean he's got 2 3s, but a lot of the time he will just use that and he will just try and scare me, just mess with me. Okay. I mean, there's nothing I can do here. I have to just go to the river and just hope I hit something. And he folded. He folded king queen. Wow. All right. So now it's super close. And he's got no cards. This is where we start fatiguing him. I can't fold now. This doesn't help either. I'm not going to get any of his cards. Actually, we're in terrible shape, to be honest. This might help. If he's got... If he's got picture cards, then I can maybe steal. Oh, but he's used cold deck. It could be misdirection, but he's getting rid of the face cards and the aces. Alright, but I mean that does maybe help us. Oh, we hit a 2. Okay. I should use steel actually there. I can't use my Cupid now. Steel. That's annoying. I should have. Yeah. Cupid won't help me. That doesn't help me. It all comes down to whatever comes now. He doesn't have face cards. He can't fold. I can't fold. So it's just whatever. Just have to hope he uses his action card. He knows I've got house cut. He knows I've probably got house cut. And he gets to choose the next card anyway. So I probably lose this one. But I mean, that's just how it goes. That's fine. He's good. I mean, he gave me another pair. 5s and 3s. Interesting. There's nothing I can do here. Alright, I think that's GG. I think we're dead here. Ah, he had a straight. Did he make that straight? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.